Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Got on a little earlier than I thought I might. A little later than we originally planned. Welcome, everybody. That chime was for you, James. 3 cheers. How are we doing tonight? Magnus with the big alien wave. Hello, hello. Waiting for 66 minutes. Me too, man. Me too. So we're going to kick it off where we left off last time. A bunch of Windows sounds must be starting. Well, those were slightly artificial because somebody liked the chimes. Somebody commented on the chimes. So last time we left off, we got weirdly no borders at this range. I don't know why we're not seeing the borders. There we go. We'll go that far in. These are our colonies, our 3 main colonies and 1 inland colony right in here. Ferriton. I do want to settle some more inland colonies, which is probably a good idea to do soon rather than later. I guess we can probably no, we'll leave the Panama link on there, right? We might boot Williamstad here. We'll see. Ooh, that's weird. These icons don't fit. The graphic doesn't fit when you go into top-down view. Because it's like rolling clouds in the fog banks, so they've got it spinning, but when you do it top-down, which is Alt-S? No. Control-S? I don't know what it was. Alt-up? I don't know. There we go. There. And it is a weird graphic. So we have currently a war with the Mixtec, because they had their colony here that we knocked out. I wonder if I don't think we get another event of being able to send people in there, but we were just ready to attack Orapax here, which I think might be the only colony of the Algonquin. And they started raiding us as well, so we'll probably bop them off. This is weird because this time I didn't initiate any conflicts. Alright, we're also at war with these guys for some political reason or other. I think the king or not the pharaoh, that's the other guy. The archbishop wanted it. So again, we have the northern sea that is Northwest Passage that is entirely iced over. Come down halfway, we've got actually 2 separate continents with a little canal running between. This is actually seaway, except for in here, this tile here is a shallow coast, which means in the current version, there are some ships, the larger ones, that can't traverse that. So that's why I've got the Merchantman as our largest normal trade ship. Alright, so let's have a look at where things are at in our colonies. The capital being Fort Christina at a size of 29,000 population. Let's see. Storage capacity of buildings 1950. Cool. We are way over that storage capacity, which means we're auto-selling stuff, which is most unfortunate. I think there is actually an error right now with lumber is supposed to not count towards your cost of doing business, so to speak, towards your storage, but it is in this case. And our lumberjacks are not jacking enough lumber. Why is that? Not even remotely close. Do we move a lumberjack off the job? Maybe not. We got 2 master cabinet makers here that aren't cabinet making. They could if we delivered some of that fine wood. We have luxury wood there, so we could move them over. We are consuming some of our whale fat, but these guys in town don't actually reduce the storage requirements. They actually technically increase it, because the guy working on whale fat produces train oil, but because you get the bonus productivities from buildings and other things and rebel sentiment and city health, all those things increase that number. So they actually use the same amount of raw materials to produce even more finished goods, which actually ends up reducing your increasing your storage, so stocking a lot more junk. Wouldn't mind having another trek. Probably not necessary at this stage. We have this wagon empty that could probably come back. No, it cannot. Not till next turn. And where is the other one? We have the Conestoga hanging out somewhere? He's over in Manila. So Manila is holding all of our pirate ships here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pirate frigates and a privateer, as well as a Conestoga stored here. We got our coffee roasters roasting away. We have a rice farmer who is totally a naturopath healer. He's working the healing spot instead of making the rice, which is fine. We need the health. It's actually at -2. It's improving now, so that'll restore its problems. The food stocks are increasing here again. We're using up some of the coffee berries to let them get their stockpiles down. Where is our coffee planter? Didn't we have a coffee planter here? Maybe we didn't. I thought we had a lady doing the coffee beans, but maybe we don't. No, I guess not. Unless we put you into a military standing at some point. Doesn't look like it. So we'll have to look into getting a coffee planter before too long. They are dwindling the stocks at about a 50% rate, so they're consuming... Yeah, they're only consuming 12, and I think this tile would actually pump out about 12 of them. It would actually pump out about 17 or 18 of them with a professional, so even this guy here doing the berries is going to pump 10, which will bring us an actual increase in the berry stock, which we don't really need. Base building resources are our stone, our clay, and our tools, and our lumber, all of which are in the positive here. Oh, we don't make clay here. I bet you we make the clay in the capital, don't we? If I remember correctly. Do we make the clay here? Probably. Yeah, no. Oh, we did. Oh, there it is. Yeah, clay can be done on here, which is the silver, or which is the gold mine, which means we definitely don't want to do it there. But you were able to make clay somewhere. Maybe not. Over here. No? No, we weren't making clay. We were importing clay. Right. So we need to adjust. We need to adjust or add some more population centers in here. This one over here this spot over here could produce some clay. We got wetlands hills here with the goats. Oh, actually, that will allow us to give access to better goat breeding. But those are wetlands. That's grassland. This is a spot for clay. We could get some clay going over here. New Haven has been established there, but we could pop them in the head with a couple shots of artillery and move them on out. But that would be declaring war on England. Oh, whoa! Wait a second. Wait a second. Where did wasn't there another faction here? Oh no, that's not true. The French are on the south, then George Washington, then Peter Stuyvesant, and then Mem de Sa up here. So the Portuguese, the Dutch are right below us. They're winning handily. They're crushing our face. Holy crap, he's powerful. This is bad. How do we turn this around, guys? How do we turn this around? We definitely want to turn this around, because yikes, that's bad. To do so, I'm not sure. Not really sure how we're going to do that. I guess it's just a matter of focusing in on fixing a few details and improving productivity. We need more cash flow and to use our cash better. Powder makers would start being able to make the gunpowder over here. If we up our productivity for food, we could help there. Oh, right, we do make coffee over here en masse. Right. I don't know. We won't set them up. We won't set them up automated yet. We're gonna take care of this this conflict here, up here, and we'll probably go ahead and settle a new location. We need more productivity and we need more population boom. So to do so, I think we'll settle in these areas. So he's 1, 2, 3 tiles. We could go in the middle here somewhere, like here. We could settle in here. That would give us the clay, and that clay up there. Okay. Let's go Alt-S there for a colony. Secret keyboard command. Control-Alt-Delete, or better yet, Alt-F4. Ooh, man, that's pro tips. That'll help us win, right? There's our new location for Control Delete. That's how you win, exactly. Rage quitting is how you win, actually. And then over here, we could settle up in this way as well. I want to have it so that there is actually some coast. Like if we were on the corner here, we get coast. Here is shallow coast, shallow coast. We could also transfer things on land. And we could also settle down on one of the edge tiles here. But in around here, we'll settle as well. So we need to get 2 towns settled ASAP. This is going to help with getting the flax production, which will be our ability to make sailcloth en masse. No, we have flax making sailcloth here. Good. We have a rope maker. We need to bring another person. I believe we had a ton of people in Europe, right? We do. Okay. So we need to get not the galleon, but a merchantman over here. I think the merchantman is the biggest ship that we can go that can handle shallow waters. The West Indiaman is great. It's 5 speed or 6 speed, 5 cargo. Takes 5 docking space, which is bigger than the brigantine or the merchantman. But in every way, it's better, except for that it needs deep water. The brigantine also is unable to do shallow water, whereas the merchantman is a shallow draft ship. So we'll get one of these, $3,200. And let's see about who we're going to move in. We get the sailcloth maker for New Amsterdam. Always take a carpenter. They're great. We can do more blacksmithing and more guns would be also helpful. Cash flow would come by increasing our fur trading. So let's do that for now. And send him off to... Why can you not go to... We'll go to Fort Christina. Actually, hold on. Let's go into... Oh, right. Manila can't dock anybody because all of these privateers are in here. So let's see about moving some stuff out. We've got silver. And we've got gold. Those can go in these boats. Then we'll take just fur in all the rest of them. Just to empty out some of the excess stockpile. Clean up things and head them off to... off to that place, you know that one, that Port Royal. Go to Port Royal. Good. You can all make it. Blip, bloop. Not all of you, huh? No, you're not gonna make it this turn. Next turn, you make it out. Okay, so that cleans out the dock space, so we can send this ship back to Manila. Still need more vessels coming, so we'll get that. We got our ship of the line out here, just on a stationed around to watch the area while our whaling ship runs back and forth. We could put in the whaling storage in Manila, which would save our whaling boat some time, but that would require more transit. I don't know that that's necessary. Let's see if Fort Christina needs... No, it's really not. We only have one proper train oil cooker here. And even with the other carpenter dude, we're not really using the best. Not doing the best with this. I think we'll move him. If we move this guy out, does that mess up our happiness bar? Not enough. I'm okay with that. So these two are going to start making some fine furnishings. That is down somewhere over here. Over here. Okay. It's not great. Let's see. That lumber goes from 3 value to a fine furniture of 7 in Port Royal, 8 and 9 in Europe and Africa. If we do the upholstered furniture, we can boost the value again, because I believe that's how it works, right? Upholstered furniture, I think, pardon me, fine furniture. Can you show me your fine furniture? Exotic wood, made for... oh, come on. Making furniture. And furniture maker. Let's see. Furniture maker. They can make cabinet makers, or one of the upgrade produces furniture from fine exotic woods. That's not all you're supposed to show me. There we go. The other one is upholsterer. Oh! Furniture maker and an upholsterer are separate trades. Okay, we'll leave it at the fine furniture then. And I believe these guys produce, or can in future produce, fine furniture. Sounds good. Okay, we're still importing food up here, which is probably going to be a permanent thing. Getting the blacksmith going. Good. Oh, and we got goats up here? We do. We have 108 goats. They're reproducing a little bit due to the building. The actual stable itself gives them the ability to reproduce a little bit, even though we're not grazing them in a pasture. They're just hanging out in the stable. So if you're only milking them, you don't lose the animal. If you start butchering, you're going to need to actually breed them on a faster scale, but getting 300 or so goats in stock and making milk out of them, that'll be plenty busy enough for us. All right, defense-wise, we're okay. We're going into an attack here on this guy momentarily once the Pioneer finishes in 3 turns. That should be good. Let's continue spinning along here. New World Wealth. You look at him appraisingly. He was introduced on your inspection trip, the most important citizens of this small town. Instead of a clergyman or a scholar, you were meeting this merchant, a dandy with a shiny velvet waistcoat, carrying a walking stick with a golden handle and wearing a cloak of the finest fur, which, as you know, he tailored himself. You take his hand and give him a well-appointed gentleman a benevolent smile. Mr. Fur Trader, you say. Thank you for increasing not only your own wealth with your splendid goods, but also that of our colonies. Excellent. Fur trading has improved things. Good to hear. In Manila, do we have all our fishermen? We don't, so the answer is make more fishermen. Good. And we get more gifts to New Stockholm. My lord, some Hessian mercenaries are looking for a current contract. They include strange demands that will only work for the country with the best sausages. What? Maybe if we build butcheries in 5 of our cities, we can convince them to join us. All right. That's a weird one. I'm fine with that. Ooh, that was loud. Holy moly. Send back to Manila, please. I wish we could have a waypoint where they would go to. All right, the smuggler ships have returned to Port Royal, and they can return once again to Manila. There's only 2 of them, eh? Let's go with the 3rd. Put a new smuggling ship on the crew. Maybe we'll upgrade every 2nd trip or so. Try to improve their capacity. We need more population growth so that we can put more people into schools, so we can put more people into work. That's how this has to move. You guys are going to go unload Fort Christina. We need those ships pulling stuff very, very fast out of the capital. Or out of Manila, I mean. We've got geese in Christina. That's right. Which would actually be very valuable to get them moved out of there. Because we can, or not moved out of there, used in there, because we can make down, and then we can make an upholsterer come in and make some of those chairs into the fancy ones. Okay. I don't know that we're not converting at a rate that's actually good enough to warrant holding on to these, are we? Oh no, we're actually, I don't know, you know what? I don't think we're going to pull out any of this fur. We're going to leave it here. The premium and the other fur, we're going to leave them here because they can definitely... we'll leave the gold behind for now, too. Take something else. They can definitely use this up faster than we're bringing it in, or as fast as we're bringing it in, I would say. Right, go there, that, and you can go to Manila and drop that off. So now, yeah, unload and come on back to the city. Are we out of rice? Are we out of rice for the city? We are. Okay, so we have baker that's not going to be able to bake anymore, so we need a rice supply, and I think that wasn't here. Is that over in New Stockholm? Or Manila? Manila. Manila has the rice farmer. We need somebody else to do... We need somebody else to come in here and do this so that a rice farmer can rice farm. We have 121 rice here in Manila. We will bring it back with us when we go. Where is our Conestoga? Coming back to Manila, and we'll get that taken care of. The schooner, right. Schooner was delivering some troops. They did that job already. We can go buy and sell with the schooner at the villages if we want. Or we can take some goods elsewhere. Probably we need to just move some of this over to Manila. Since you can scoot the shores pretty quickly. Not quite as fast as a Conestoga, but you'll get there. New villager for training. I like that we have the college here. I'd like to get it upgraded to a university if it's not already, right? I wish in the original version, there's lots of space, lots more space on this real estate on the screen around the buildings, so you can mouse between them and get. You see, it's flickering there. There you go. We can see that that's a butcher's hut. There's like some spots, some buildings that you can't really get that info on. I know it's a college. I'm 95% sure it's a college. Not 100 though. Get to see the name of the building though. I know it's here. Is there a way to tell? Does it say what he's working on? No, but I know it's college because otherwise we get information on letting him become an elder statesman, which he cannot be from a college. He needs a university for that. That's okay. And it's only making 4 training a turn, but 10 turns to generate a new settler out of that, or a new trained specialist out of that. That's pretty good. Instead of hauling the baked goods back here, I think what I'll do is get this guy training. How long left until you... I changed my mind. We're going to let him stay as a master baker. Or training as a master baker, because he will eventually get there. Salt trader. Spice trader for only 10 turns? Okay. You could refocus. And that's fine. We have some salt, but we're not actually manufacturing any. We're not actually mining any, so we'll leave it as that. You guys are going to hang out here and wait another turn until we take that place out. An expert fisherman is finished here, and our second expert fisherman is finished here, and now I remember what the schooner was supposed to be doing. Oops. All right, the caravel up here is done. That's a weird spot for you, but can we get down, pick up that group? Let's go down here. 4 turns to get there. It'll beat the schooner there. Pirate ships off to Port Royal, please. They should really be pirating the Dutch, but the Dutch aren't giving us much opportunity, I don't think, if I remember correctly. All right, wagon train from New Stockholm. This is where we're supposed to be doing the dock work. And the guys are on the way here. We have coffee bean that can move. So we'll move the coffee over. And you know what? Coffee is in demand here. I'll just let it dwindle here. That's fine. A roasting house is actually producing peanuts because of our dude. If we moved food, we could consolidate the food to increase the rate at which we get new trainees. Let's take that and take the rubber. When a rubber hits the road. I think we need the coffee in Manila, yeah? Yep. Go to Manila. Alright, we have a trainer here. Is actually going to go ahead and he's a convert rather. He's going to immediately train to be a miner, because we can get him mining here when we set up this town. Should be lovely. Hassan merchants looking for a new contract. That was that old information. Expert fisherman. Race to dominate roasted peanuts is on. Everybody loves those space races and or peanut races. This is to Port Royal. First shipment of rice to Port Royal. 1,000 rice to Port Royal would be the next goal. It's a weird situation. Now, our road dude is here, so I'm going to go ahead and start this conflict as soon as the artillery's there. Oh, right. Are we at war with somebody? I don't remember. I see the... No, we're not. We're at war with the Mixtec, and that's right. This is the Archbishop sent us some troops to help fight these terrible heathens, the Tehuelech. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's who they are in this context. So yeah. If I go no, I don't want to do that. Dang it! I hate that there's no back out option there. All right, now we missed the turn. Now everybody's gonna have to wait another turn before you do the fight. Ugh. All right, disappointing for sure. Let's get the exotic woods, foods and such going here. Ship of the Line saw something sail by. Interesting. He was alerted. All of you are going to wait now. All of you have to wait again. Guanapo is under the control of the English colonies over here. So another of their villages got wiped by the English. 'Tis the age of expansionism. Uh-huh. They're getting pretty aggressive, my fellow Europeans. Leave you guys there. Conestoga missed the city, because I missed the command. Let's... Oh, where are you, Conestoga? Oh, right, you're supposed to be bringing something back over there. No, I don't remember what it was. What was I supposed to move? Rice? Rice. Rice was supposed to move to wherever the rice makers were. Over here. Choose a capital. Go ahead and offload that rice. That guy can get back to work. We're going to go over to Stockholm. Pick up more junk. You can unload. I mean, we could go up and talk to the... Oh, we can't? Okay, we can't talk to the Portuguese. Portuguese. Would you like to trade? No, they would not like to have open trade. Okay, fair enough. The English have trade options, but not much of a opportunity there. How about instead we just let you go pick up stuff and take it to Europe? What's the tax rate like in Europe now? Probably pretty hefty. Only 15%. Not bad at all. What should we take over there? Take some gems. Similar prices. Sometimes you get pretty hefty pricing. There's a new thing with the Dutch that I noticed, and I've thought about the value of it since last time, since I started this one. The Dutch prices for Port Royal in Africa are 25% higher, which makes the shift to selling everything in Port Royal just a no-brainer. It's super, super potent. We get 100 premium coats and 100 regular coats there. Okay, hold on a second. Why don't we load up on the coat works? Premium coats and regular coats, and you can go off to hold on. Yeah, it'll be better to sell these in Europe overall. So off to Europe you go, friend. Quick little schooner. Why that route? That's a little risky. Okay, not ideal. Not favorable. New line infantry available. Yes, a couple lumberjacks. We need one for the capital here, or there. Not here, but in the capital. Let's see about unloading you guys. And this guy can head off to Fort Christina. Doesn't quite make it there that turn. And I don't think we need you in Manila for this guy either. So I think we'll head you up to... possibly up to Furton, because it's got a lot of lumber supply for various different lumber types. You guys have an even keel on the production. You really should switch to a better lumber yard. So let's move this guy to New Stockholm. We'll defend where? 2 units defending there. Sort of 1 and 2 there. Yeah. How about up here? Nah, you're fine. Okay, then this line infantry. You're gonna head over to here for the defender of that location. And then I want to probably put together a farmer. Something that'll produce food over there, because we're going to need it. It's going to be desperately low until we get it properly developed. It's easy to build on a coastal spot and just put a dock in, and all of a sudden your expert fisherman can feed everybody. But when you're inland, you don't get that luxury because it takes quite a bit of work to clear the forests and everything. The merchantman can't take that. We could take the rock salt. We could take gems, grapes, and long bottom leaf, and you can head to Europe as well. Pick up the troops. All right, now that's nice. Yeah, having the merchantman park there with him is actually good. Schooner's a little more squishy. Oh no, that merchantman is in rough shape. He's in a lot of rough shape. How bad is he? He doesn't have a debuff, but he's only at 25 max strength, and he's already damaged. Okay, not ideal. Not ideal at all, I said. Not ideal. Alright. Guess what game I finally got back to recording some more of? Medieval Dynasty. At your Majesty's service, 17% tax. I wonder why, because we're selling everything here. Off to Manila. Off to Manila. Sell, return. Sell all the juicy goodies. That's the privateer. 11, almost 12,000 in hand now. And to Manila. Good. There's the 5-ship fleet. Alright, we got the quarry built here. What else is Manila focused on? You got a quarry up here for your stone when you need it. So let's move him up to the quarry. Might as well. Or is he getting more there? Yeah, he does get more there. He's not a stone cutter, but that's fine. You do have a rice dude here. We need to bring a doctor to Manila. Can we make that happen? Let's get a renowned medic going. Down, down, down. Not a seductive harlot. Famous actor. Renowned medic. Good. That'll get the health fixed here, which we definitely need. This guy needs to get back to rice making. This town needs to have... is it going to be heavy in the gun production and whatnot? Probably. It's the only one capable of it, except for up here. You definitely do the powder up here. Maybe some weapons. So we need a heavy production of tools here for sure. So another blacksmith can come in here. Lumber mill is 4 turns away from completing the upgrade. That'll actually put us pretty par on the lumber supply. And then maybe we get another blacksmith shop upgraded, the dry dock. Those are good sequences. I like that. We don't do land farming here, so we won't need to put in the mill. But a college would probably be good too. Alright, so then what I intentionally came here for in the first place was look at what we need to do for mining here. This has a mine already. The peak does not have a mine, right? Correct. Why don't you get in there to the peak? All of you can just fortify. Didn't mean to busy you all with something else. Get a fur trapper's hut there. The artillery can pull back, which means it needs another turn. What a silly, silly thing to do. I know. Merchantman. Go to Europe, please. Right, this merchantman, which is also damaged. It seems like they're taking a lot of damage crossing the ocean to get to us. Sailmaker can move. You're gonna move. Lumber mill will be almost done here. Fur trader's going to the capital. I think the smith can stay here. There we go. Toolsmith. We have a miner here. We just need to bring a stone cutter in here, and then that should solve that problem. Pardon me. Throat's not doing great today. I had to look up Medieval Dynasty. My favorite first-person city builder. Yes, that's actually a subgenre, but my favorite first-person city builder. medieval dynasty. So, all right. Lumber. Man, my head is acting weird. Oh, stretch. Let's get these guys sorted. I'm going to actually have this merchantman recover for a little bit, unless he's desperately needing to do something else. We can come up here and grab some supplies when you get ready. It should be a non-entity, the fight here. There's not much for troops elsewhere. I will probably... Let's bring a ranger up to here. Or when these guys fight, then this group will hopefully be able to defend from that spot more effectively. Sailmaker's going to head over to New Stockholm, where we're doing the sail and cloth works. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're heading over there? Okay, that's fine. You do you. Carpenter, the fur trader is definitely going to the capital. Not sure on the carpenter. So Manila has 2. New Stockholm has 2, but they're working on a lumber mill, so each of them should have another dude. Ferritin only has 1, huh? They need a lot of work done on their lumber mills and their sawmills and all that, and their trading posts, their fur trading spots, and their coal mines and iron mines. There's so much needs to be done up here with pioneer work that's the biggest slowdown for this town. But I think this one needs to get the carpenter. So you're going to go ahead to Ferritin. And a lumberjack coming in here will actually solve the lumber issues here. Or you should not. That did not solve the lumber issues. Holy Moses. Wait a second. All right. I've got, like, dudes working on crap tiles, don't we? Yeah, we do. We have no lumber yards here. No sawmills. Nothing. Not ideal. Is this a sawmill? That is a sawmill. Okay. How about this? That's a lodge. That is not ideal. Why is this place so bad? Well, it does have the health negative. It's improving, or it's actually decreasing right now. It's not great. I believe we have a rancher entertaining in the bar, which all sounds terrible. Will you shuffle you over? I did switch these guys and thought that it would be fine, but apparently does not. We need a lot of specialists, and with all this cash flow, we definitely need to improve things on that regard. Now, is our dude yet done? No. So you wait your turn. Conestoga here can load up and move stuff if we need it. No. To keep that stocking. We do have some rope. I think, no. Not worth hauling that. Okay. Let's do a little bit of trade. It's annoyingly inefficient at the moment. We don't have enough. We have to get more of all the things to do more of the stuff. That's how I'm sticking to that. All right, you guys wait. One more turn, and there's the pioneer finished his road work. So we actually have a road, but not a not a fancy road. Let's make a fancy road there. All right, then we'll end the turn. 1685 AD. Why do we have no seasons? That's weird. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the bombardment of these guys. To do so, I need to engage in the war first. That is the Algonquin. Get ready to die. Yes, this war will be honorable. Not sure that's the truth, but, you know. So we'll see about that. Why do you not have the ability to bombard? How do you not have... Oh, this town has no defenses. All right, then. Take him out. Oh, we're on fast mode. Hold on a second. Let's change that. There we go. Ah! Ouch. I wish they had like a medium battle mode where you still zoomed into this, but it didn't do like 15 shots of like, and they just sit there and like repeatedly shoot the guy in the head like 8 or 9 times before it decides that it's now going to update that you got him. Just a little extreme. Get him. All right. That unit conquered. Now, there is still a number of defenders here, so we're not exactly... We're dwindling them down, but we got to knock out their numbers, and then we got to take out the ones defending the actual... or the residents of the town. That might be a fail. See that? That whole... Why do the animation like 6 attacks? That's silly and excessive. There is a pretty much guaranteed win there. Bombard the village. Good. You have now 3 Braves defending and 2 residents. Conquistador. Yes. In you go, buddy. Ow. Right in the face. How about the mounted conquistador? About the same percentage chance. Which is basically to say, completely guaranteed. The artillery could even get a good kill in here. Now, this place has only 1 defender left. But I don't think the artillery takes it. I think it has 2 population in the town. Ow! Don't break my royal artillery. I'd be very miffed if you did that. Yeah, see now there's still another person here. Because the population went from 2 down to 1. This guy can hopefully finish it off. I think we actually have enough to do it in one quick blitz. Short victorious war. Always works. Well, that was a horrible fail. You go assign yourself to... we only have 2 line infantry available for that. This guy's actually got a debuff. He's wounded. Oh, working to become an expert miner for 11 turns. Let's go with the indentured servant one. Excellent. Unfortunately, I think we ran out of people to do the... Oh no, we still got our dragoons. The dragoons can ride in for the great victory at the end. The cowardly dragoons that always wait for the end to do the ransacking. Kaboom! Alright, that is it. Historic moment, the Algonquin have been defeated. So that is the end of the Algonquin. So they were only that 1 tribe. So oddly enough, these guys being out here isn't necessary. I think they just disband all those units that aren't in their village when the last village falls. So that was the goal, just knock that one out. Now, the question becomes, the Crow, are they going to get upset with us if we expand to through their territory? Probably yes, but I don't know for sure. It's unfortunate. The terrain is not particularly conducive to defeating many people here. We really have to go up this coast like the English have done and stay on this peninsula over here if we're going to expand that way. So, military, probably go do their thing. This guy is going to be freed. This dragoon. Let's put 1 mounted unit on each town. We have 1 infantry, an artillery, and a mounted unit. Yeah, go ahead with that. And then up here, we have another mounted unit that can come down to the capital. That's it for the Mounties. It's fine. Paint them with beads and firewater, huh? That'll work out great. It'll work out perfectly fine. Totally safe plan, long term. Let's load up whatever we can that we're going to move. Might as well take some silver with us. Sure. Alright, fishermen ready. Excellent. I like that we've still got Ashanada there doing the fisherman training. He's going to go to Manila. Ah, yes, we have the mounted conquistador. He can go to New Stockholm. These 2 beautiful fishermen are waiting. You're going to come back down here and wait, Mr. Ranger. Actually, I think Mr. Ranger is going to go towards Control-Alt-Delete. our beautiful new town of the future. We have the galleon in house here, so he can start. He can actually take the coin, the treasures when they arrive. What else do we have? We have a smuggler. You can please load up this fur to get it out of here. It's good. Why do we only have one? Oh, right. Probably the rest are outside town. Yes. The rest are out of town waiting for space to clear up in the docks. The galleon can... Oh, no. Where's that galleon? Galleon can pop out here and wait a turn. And then these boys can slide into harbor. You are going to rest. You are going to load up. Then rest. A little bit of fur there. And, I don't know. Coffee berries? Sure. We have... No, not coffee berries. We're converting those here. Let's not do that. Some more fur. Gems can go in here. Do we have gold stocked anywhere? Silver? Silver works. Okay. Unload, unload, and unload. The ships, the little guys, can go ahead and repair. Because they took a beating. I believe our merchantman is actually in there. It should be... You're also repairing, right? You are. Alright, we have sailcloth dude that missed the mark. That's awkward. Get in there. Get in there, man. I don't know why I missed them. Move them down the wrong space. What do we have? We got some milk. That's good. We should probably export that at some point. Furs and premium furs can be delivered to Christina. Alright, these guys are able to be picked up now. There's a caravel. Oh, what? Oh, no. We have some rice. Darn it. I can go in and sell there, though. That's annoying. I have 100 rice. Okay, you can go up to Fort Christina. It's not far, I suppose. That's unfortunate. I forgot the ship wasn't empty. Building a mine up here. I mean, can we wander through here? I don't think so, eh? No, we can't. You're just gonna wait, then. Move you back down and grab the guy from the next strip. The royal court has been taken with the picturesque garb and customs certain of the converted native subjects. They would like him to go and hang out with the king. Off you go, friend. All right, we have our most recent load of premium coats and coats here. About 1700 bucks. 2 locations, 4 peoples. We'll take the stone cutter to get him to Manila. And the medic as well. Off you go, sir. You are ready to get to work. Or to training. Training it is. Wonderful. And a lumberjack to lumberjack. Jack that lumber, buddy. Got a preacher, got a dude. We need the sailcloth maker here in New Amsterdam. Also, could use a bit of fisherman there. This is our hardy pioneer who's made the road through. So you're going to start making roads this way now, good sir. Thank you. All right. Next, I'm not really sure what to do with all this moving of stuff. There's not enough things to be moving really actively with these wagons, so because they're so quick to haul things. We need more high-value objects to be sent, shipped away and so on. We have gems here. We can load up a little extra. Finished goods for the coffee would be nice. Let's pull that fur off here. Take the coffee to sell. What's the coffee price comparative? Yeah, it's basically the same at Port Royal, and it's $1 more in Europe, but we would lose that to taxes because it's 17% in Europe and only 10 in Port Royal. I think we'll just send these 3 as is once they're ready, once they're repaired. The merchantman can go to Europe. Doesn't need to go full. He can go empty and still pick up units and bring them home. Oh, the runaway point score for Peter Stuyvesant is getting crazy. And he's enlisting more people. Yeah, Louis de Frontenac has taken Francis Drake, who would be great for us to have had. Oh, this is brutal. We're not doing well, lads. Failing miserably. Sorry, you heal up. We're smuggling. That's part of the battle, right? You're wrong place. You are a sailcloth dude. You're going over to get sailcloth making going in New Stockholm. And our carpenter here. Okay. Why do we have people that are auto mining? You jerk faces. Let's go with a bit of stone production. Oh gosh. You can also do some mining because you suck. Otherwise, you really suck. I basically want to get production going. So the only thing really that matters at this stage is, can we crank out more hammers? And tools, stone, and clay. But can we crank out more hammers? Because if we can, then we can keep expanding faster and faster. If we don't, then we're just going to get buried. So, Fort Christina could upgrade its ironworks to produce more from the same dude working there, but, yeah, alright. There's a large quarry up there that he's mining. We don't need the stone quarried here. We could get it up north. So you would be able to put out more iron here. Let's do the warehouse expansion, because we're always running into problems there. 1 turn. It needs only 15 stone and 5 clay. Can we get that from somewhere? 15 stone and 5 clay. We have it here. Those guys are recovering. You're going to go ahead and unload. I don't think you'll get there and back again this turn. 15 stone and 5 clay. Well, scroll. There it is. Shift click 15 stone. Okay, you're making more on your own there, I think, but we'll take it anyways. We'll take 25 clay. Good. We need to bring shipments of clay back too. When the galleon returns, it should run with 100 clay pretty much every time until that's done its job. Yeah, not going to make it all the way back. That's fine. Our fur trader is going to get in here with some fur trading. We've got premiums and others. I think we're going to start doing more regular coats here for now. So let's go to fur trader premium. Why? Why is that not an option to make him a... Oh, there you go. That was fur trader. Sorry. It's coats. Furs, not premium furs. Right there. Good. Because we're going to have more of that supply, and we're already chewing through the premium furs. All right, these guys have gotten a bit of training from the conflict at hand. You're there. You can go ahead to Fort Christine for, yeah, New Stockholm. And this guy can go to New Stockholm as well. We have a line infantry here, which has the sergeant in it, or whatever he is, lieutenant. You guys can go park outside of the city. You can go hang out at the gold mine. Sounds like a sensible place for you to stock yourselves. This is a light artillery. It's heavy. Heavy artillery are offensive, light are defensive, primarily. Although that seems backwards to me, but hey, I didn't design it. The frigates are coming into town. Okay, what do we have stocked here? Are you sitting with anybody that needs to move out? No? Well, they can't get in there, huh? Why? Huh. Okay. Recover that guy. And these 4 can also get some... Oh, come on, guys. I know, let me select them. Keeps jumping you away from the control. You can also repair. Looks like we're getting hit by storms constantly along this area here. It's not great. It's not a really great location. Failure is not an option. I know. Except for it's happening. Non-optional. Also non-optimal, but it's non-optional. 25 stone, 25 clay missing at Fort Christina for the warehouse expansion. The palace would be nice. That'll boost things a little bit. We need more stone and clay and silver, oddly. Get that going. On the other hand, we could add a courthouse. What does this town actually need, though? Let's have a look. Probably like a saloon. Yeah, it definitely needs the saloon upgraded. Where is that? Right there. Let's work on the saloon. It won't take very long. 3 turns, 4 turns, 2 turns. Really? That much? How are you guys doing 100? Oh, it's already been started. No, it's not. How are you able to pump out that? Oh my god. Why are they pumping out? Oh, right. because of our as Sweden, we get a boost to making those buildings, so we get double the speed. So it will take 2 turns. Need some stone and need some clay. We again need more stone delivered and more clay delivered. Whoa, what the heck? I'm so confused as why this is all highlighted like this. We will buy the rubber from her, though. Experienced sailors have arrived in New Stockholm looking for employment. They can be useful on one of the ships. They look like they've gone through really hard times. Okay, Caravel receives 5 XP, or the crew of the ships are experienced enough. You don't need to hire them. Oh, okay. So we basically paid $200 to give our ship 200 experience, or 5 experience. 5, so. Oh my god, that's loud. You auto-sell those all at once. It's the brain case, sorry. Alright, what do we need next? I think we need to focus on basically 1 or 2 of these towns. So let's see about the capital first. You guys need what? You need more lumber. Are you producing enough? Not quite, huh? Well, you know, you're positive 1. So, sort of. 10 there, 10 there, and 7 there. Is this place actually got... Does this place actually have the upgrade? It does not. It is a jungle wetlands, which means we could improve it still. So it's fine on the lumber supply until we upgrade the building, which we're not doing anytime soon. They need a proper judge and a proper medic. How about we get those? And an entertainer. Let's call her an entertainer. A judge, a medic, an entertainer. Or 2. Let's see. A seductive harlot. That's the expert version of an entertainer. The renowned medic. An honorable judge. This is a bad joke making starting here. An honorable judge, a renowned medic, and a seductive harlot get on a ship to the New World. You fill in the rest of the joke. Next is the... Let's get a pioneer. We need more production, or more rural production happening there. Okay, so this will be the specialist run for this place. That's worth a good 6 grand, but worth it for sure. Head those straight to Fort Christina, where they can unload all their wonderfulness. Let's check in the city here, and oh my gosh, that they didn't like that joke. Apparently, the game did not like that joke because it literally just crashed the thing right to a black screen here. So, yeah, loading up. that very, very rare, the second, maybe third time that's ever happened to me on this game. So, and this game takes forever to reboot up the game. Civ 4 Colonization acts like it's from the 90s. It is from the mid 2000s, 2008, but the load time on it acts like it's from the 90s. All right, back to the game. Let's load up the game. The games themselves load up really easy. So let's see about autosave and when our last autosave was. 1688. That's all I know. I don't have a clue where that lays us. I know it'll be before we just bought those 4 fine individuals, though. Alright, settlement here was working on the expansion, and we said give it a saloon instead. Hey, not far back. That's okay. That is fine to me. Yeah, and she wanted to sell us some goodies, and then we had $200 to get a caravel, And then the ships. Okay, let's try this without a crash, shall we? Let's go 1. Pioneer, please. Renowned medic, sure. And an honorable judge. Lovely. And I love how an honorable is the status that makes you a super judge. As if a normal judge is just not honorable. It's what they don't say sometimes, eh? There, there, and there. And you guys can please sail to Fort Christina. Now don't crash on me, okay? You didn't crash? Good. I don't think we got to that juncture last time. Now, this is the biggest production requirement. What's going on up here with the lumber and stuff, but we're going to focus in on the capital first. So the capital needs to have its... let's move you down here, because the lumberjack, I believe we're going to work this tile. Is this the best spot, though? Those are marsh, savanna. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, you're going to be there. Okay, go up and do some, learn something else. Not hunting, not a miner. Coffee planter? Not really. Go be a fisherman. Go learn to be a fisherman. I guess we'll load up what we don't need here. Roasted peanuts? Sure. Coffee? Sure. I know I already said I didn't need to move that stuff, but whatever. You can go to Manila. Unload. You just arrived in Manila. Well, that was quick. Alright, you guys are all able to sleep and or fortify there. Hi. We just sailed by there. Well, that's our Swedish caravel heading to dock, huh? You're carrying a fisherman and some rice. Alright, we'll leave it. That's fine. And he's got to remember we got to take him back down to pick up the other fisherman from the south. You've seen a judge in New York. Well, this isn't quite New York. It's New Sweden. Does that count? Maybe this is the new New York. New New York. Actually, the 16th of the name. What was I doing? Oh, yes, the capital. Let's go back to the capital. So, I want to make sure that these foresters are in the right place, working the right buildings. So, right now we have this sawmill here. We have a lodge up here that's 17 turns from upgrading. And we're next spot that we're doing is over here. And this is a 4 lumber on a jungle. That's 4 on jungle savanna. This is jungle wetlands, though. We have other wetlands options. That's a farm down there on those wetlands. We could use, yeah, coniferous forest. Taiga isn't any better. It's deciduous and coniferous forest are the best types, but the taiga drops it by 1. So I think we're fine on the location he's on. They're all base at 4, so he'll get the bonus there. Okay, so we'll make that... Yeah, I think we'll make that one a carpenter. Sure. We have other options for making peat, so let's make that one the carpenter. This guy can come down here, and he can make the lodge there. Our sailmaker, master sailcloth maker, is here. Good. Get making that sailcloth out of hemp or flax. I don't care. I think you're going to go out of flax because I think the other guy is making sailcloth out of hemp. I'm sorry, Roper. He was using flax too. So now we're using a bit of each. So hopefully dwindle a bit of each of those as we go. We do need a hemp planter and we do need a flax planter. I don't remember where we can get those. Probably Africa or Port Royal. Any trainees here? Surgeon 1 would be good, but I think we'll go veteran 2 for anybody that needs it. And leadership as well. There we go. Excellent.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about
this. Sorry, Siri, I did not call you. That was very rude of you. New Amsterdam? Yeah, basically. But this isn't Amsterdam. Sweden. We are not the Dutch. They're down here. This is New Amsterdam. We don't... New Amsterdam. Spelt funny. That's why we don't like them. They spell things funny. Let's unload there and do the warehouse expansion. Excellent. That is instantly applied. So now the warehouse sells goods back to Europe when we're overstocked. Well, our overstock is over 2550 now, so we can have a total of 2550 before we get overstocked. When we do, the overstock sells at 60% of its European price. So if we overstock and we end up selling coats, the premium coats, we're getting like, what's that? We're getting $8 a piece to sell to Europe instead of selling them for, you know, 6 or whatever. It's an improvement. It's not great yet, but it's an improvement. This is the second tier blacksmith here. And we are able to mine, we're mining such little resources right now. Jeepers. The town center could be doing something else, eh? It could produce grapes. But no, I think the ore is okay for now. We have only a surplus of 1 ore. No, we're losing 1 ore at a time. Okay. We really need a better stock for ore. The best place for ore is also the gold mine, so that's not great. Or this one up here, which is doing stone. So if we import the stone from the north, which would be a viable option, we can import stone and get this guy producing enough iron to feed the system. If we add another blacksmith, he can output a lot more tools. Right now he's producing 11, so that's not bad. That's substantial improvement from before. We're still shorter on the stone and the clay frequently than we are on the tools. So that's okay. You're making stone. That is a large quarry actually right now, which is interesting that I went that way. We could get a mine up here. We should put mines in these 2 plots for the salt later. Okay. What else can we take? We can load some gold. And we can load some... coca leaf. Go ahead and drop that off. The export. The international export harbor here. This one definitely needs to get its dry dock even before its blacksmith shop. Let's do that, then the dry dock, then the college. Actually, then an armory, then the college. The dry dock's going to improve the capacity for the harbor. FYI, that AI is reporting everything back to its masters. What AI? What are you talking about? AI? New Amsterdam? I'm so confused. You cannot continue constructing a saloon. We're missing stone and clay. Okay, yeah, no surprise there. Let's upgrade the fort. That'll allow us to host more people. Royal goods, we're in a really good mood just because, for no reason. A feeling of happiness befuddles our mind and our hearts is filled with love for our subjects. Including you. Why don't you send us 2,196 to keep us that way? Only so little? Thank you, Your Majesty. Exactly. Exactly. John Adams is available. We will totally take it. 5 bells from universities, 10 from great universities, and all schools produce 25% more training. That is awesome. I love it. This is a heavy artillery. That's good. It can all stock with this stuff and just park on the gold mine. For Christina's high crime issues, yeah, well, we're sending people in to fix that problem, okay? Plumber's on his way. He's been called. Let's fix that. Stock those together. This guy, when you're done, can move down there next turn. You're going to offload, and then you're going to go over and deliver some more stuff. I think basically that Conestoga is more than able to keep up with things, which means we're not producing and moving enough. That's the reality of it. We're going to get you to go park right here. I'm going to get you to just simply lock down there. We can move you when we need you. Smuggling ship ready, smuggling ship ready, and smuggling ship ready. Great. Can we add more of anything to your stocks? We can. Coffee and stuff. Okay, you guys are going to hightail it for not Europe, Port Royal. See, these ships coming in and appearing under storms is really, it's quite damaging. We're taking a lot of damage from those ships, or on those ships in the process. Got a free colonist here who is not a hardy pioneer yet. He's working on it. I'm almost tempted to send him back to train to the city, but it's just better to keep him running, to be honest. So this is tundra. There's literally nothing we can produce here that's going to improve things, is there? You have the iron mill here, so that will improve production actually in the place, so that's good. I lied. What I just said, forget it. That's Hills Tundra. I want to go to the peak here. I want for a ton to actually produce some stone. So this mill here, if we put a miner here to produce stuff, what happens is we get more, well, we'll look at it here in the iron improvements. Iron mill. So the iron mill has to be next to a river, and it produces 3 iron. If you already have iron, it's a prerequisite, it doesn't tell you, on a tile that's next to a river, and it's a flatland, so it has to produce iron on a flatland, which generally doesn't happen, and be next to a river. If you can get those together, you get the +3 to the river, or to the iron production, but iron mills also on the map adds a bonus percentage to the total production of tools in the city when that tile is worked by a person in the city. So basically, it allows the city here to generate it does generate more iron. So that's not where I sent you, dude. Not at all. I completely moused over that tile. It's very, very finicky with these compact spaces. So this tile now produces iron, but there's actually a bonus here well, we don't see it because it's not going to appear because nothing's being produced. Hold on. Let me see if we got a way to show that. Should show up here with a boost. Yeah, iron mill bonus of 10%. Now that doesn't bump us enough to get to the next percentage, but if we have other mill production happening, then it will. So the iron, the tool output here will have a bonus percentage once we crack that, a high enough percent there. But the rebel sentiment will go up, the health is at full, and the iron mill bonus is just a straight up 10%. So a place that's producing tools will be substantially helped by finding a place to put a mill in eventually. Right now it's kind of lackluster. It's not particularly useful. But you're a hunter, you're lumberjack. Okay, let's throw the lumberjack down here so we can ask him to pick his favorite location. It's not great. 7 is the best he can get. It's enough to keep one carpenter busy, but still not enough. We also produce all of our food here by fur, which is cool, because the town center itself produces nothing as far as food, which is very strange. Our milker actually produces some, I believe, right? Hold on. Does she? I don't know if she does. No, she probably doesn't. No, she just produces milk and returns the goats. And then we make cheese, and both of those are an export, a food, or a sale export, not a food product. But if we were to be butchering the goats, if we breed the goats in a place here, in a pen, and then we butcher them, we would get a better production. We get a food supply there. Okay, elsewise, I need another ore deposit. And I need that's what I was looking for in here. I need an ore deposit and a peak to produce stone. We only have 2 peaks here to produce stone. I think both of them are probably going to end up being quarries. We've got the iron mill here. We can make an iron mine here. We can make an iron mine up here. We can make an iron mine down here. That's 3, possibly 4 iron mines we can put into this place. Right? Yeah, that'd be a trash iron mine, to be honest. 3, that's 3. This is 4, but we'll put in the... Do we need a quarry location? Yeah, we will. We will need a quarried location. Is there a stone manufactory around? There's stone there, but the English have grabbed it. It's very rude. Okay. Basically, you need a lot of peaks to make stone. We could do something up here. This place, again, would be a place we'd have to import all the food. We would also be able to cut the English transit between their two colonies. See this? There's a wagon running between here, whatever this English colony that we see on the east coast, and all the way to the west coast. New Haven. Yeah. And I don't hate the idea of going up here, too. Aside from the fact that this is moose, which means it produces a lot. Caribou and caribou. Yeah, you'd produce a goodly amount of stone if you were plopped down in the middle here. Although you produce effectively no food other than that. But, lordy lord, look at all that fur. It's not got a retail value, but it would be enough to produce food and turn all those quarries, all those stone peaks into quarries. But if we were here, that would work. And if we were here, we would have to go... That would give us the caribou and the polar fox and the iron ore deposit, which might actually be... Oh no, it has to be flatland. That's hills, eh? It's too bad. That flatland? It is. It's flat and it produces iron. So that could be made into an iron mill over there. Basically, the biggest problem we have here is we don't have a mass food producer. If we made this place into a heavy food producer, and we made something in here into a heavy food producer, and possibly over here, we could compensate. We could make the cities feed. Okay. Let's put a temporary spot in here as a quarry, and then the others will be made into iron mines, and that should suffice for the time being. Let's grab this. Can't move yet. Never mind. Galleon will hold. These guys can unload, and then you're going to sail back down and get your fine friend down here. This fisherman. Get to work. We do have a slot there for the fisherman here in Fort Christina. Now, the happiness in the city is trash. Really bad trash right now, which is going to cause us some grief. The law is an issue here as well. Oof. Got to get our boys here to get things fixed up. Can I make this into a sawmill? Should I make this into a sawmill? I think the answer is yes. Go ahead with that. And this lovely Royal Artillery. Gonna park him there. His friends. Excellent. So it is going to cause some grief in those towns. Oh, yeah. They report everything back to the Overlord Gates and Overlord Bezos. It's possible. Possible. Our agents in the Netherlands would like to spend 400 of our dollars for a random person. We'll do it. A free colonist. I like it. Political refugee would be nice to go to the new town, but it's not urgent. So the next thing we're going to bring on the merchantmen. What do we need to focus on for the cities? Let's let these guys do their job. Actually, we're going to wait another turn. You're not urgently needed. You have built a trapper's hut. Let's go ahead with the obvious construction of a coal mine there. This one is set to now mine in Manila, which gives our ore miner the ability to do his job there now. If I send a... Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's get our ore miner here. Making iron. Tell everybody to not be automated. And get our expert stone cutter up here. Getting some more stone out of that quarry. It's not a great quarry, but it's not terrible. Hey, wait, is it not quarried yet? Yeah, it is a quarry, but it's not a large quarry. We got one lumberjack there. We got another lumberjack in here. Do they both have sawmills? Yeah, we know there's crime in Fort Christina. Sawmill there and a... No, this is not a sawmill yet. Sawmill? It should be a sawmill. We made a sawmill really soon. Is this base default 5? It is. It's quite a nice tile. Okay, go ahead and put the... We have the mine there. Go ahead and put a sawmill down here. Good. The galleon is ready. The galleon can take... Oh, it did already take the treasure. Good. Our dude making rice, farming rice, can go back to farming rice. And you, my dude, can get in here to start healing the people's wounds. There we go. Medical should be solid high there in this town. That's positive. Schooner, what are you going to take with you? Why don't you, I don't care really what you take with you. You can take some long bottom leaf and some gold flakes and sell those to, Europe. Hold on. Maybe we actually go to Africa. We needed some trainees. Vanilla, maple, rubber. Nope, none of those guys. We don't need those. And Port Royal, you have somebody here. That's why we keep this guy around here. Tobacco, yerba, sugar, coca, cocoa, rice, and cassava. Oh, no. That's not right. That's not good. Is it in Europe? Heat cutter, grape, olives, rapeseed, charcoals, fur, tanners, leathers, cabinets, brewing, cooking oil, weavers, dyers, roasters, milk meat. We need a cheesemaker. Definitely need to bring a cheesemaker. Space trader. You're a Mate trader. Okay. What the heck am I missing? Master Poultry Butcher. Oh. Oh, we totally need that. We need a poultry butcher. We also need a bird, whatever. A guy that raises more birds. Poultry breeder. Lovely. Okay, let's take the poultry breeder and the poultry butcher. Dude, clean your schmuck, man. Well, nobody would know who he was if he did. We need a gunsmith heading over there as well. We don't do tobacco yet, so that's unfortunate. And then I think we're gonna get a. Do we have any sources of peat or of clay? I don't think so. So this galleon is good. Wait, the galleon's there. He's going to go to Europe, and he'll come back with some clay. Privateer is just resting. This schooner can go to Europe then. Pick up more people. Privateers and friends, let's get you all suited up for a bit of nefarious behaviors. Let's see what we can mess around with down this way. Because these are the big bad guys. That is our whaling ship. Why the heck is our whaling ship sailing down there when there's whales right there? Why are you automatically going the wrong way all the time, dude? There's no whale there. Well, I don't understand why you keep sailing the wrong way. This whaling ship is frequently heading the wrong direction. With full supply, it's down there instead of wherever the heck it thinks is the right way. Is it sailing? Can't sail the south, can you? No. I'm gonna say, is it sailing down around to try to transfer some stuff elsewhere? I don't understand this automation. It's kind of wonky. Just the whaling ships and the fishing boats. They seem to have a problem. Go drop off at Fort Christina. You're gonna fortify there. Conquistador, hang out. You're building a stone quarry here. We'll have one in each town, basically. Each town should have a stone location. You got an elder statesman hauling stone. That's best use of his space. That's super efficient. Okay. Gunsmith. Now, does that give us a stone mason in each spot or no? We need one for New Stockholm. Need one for Furton. We have none in Fort Christina either. And we have one here. We need 3 of those guys. But maybe even before that, we go with another entertainer. Let's put another entertainer on the boat. She can sail off to the Zenu world as well. Oh. Yes, indeed. All right. Off you go, friends. this Manila guy is going to be building the sawmill here. Good. Fort Christina has a crime issue, as always. Let's go swing over to the fishing village here. Pick up some whatever they have to sell that they've stocked up. Good. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We could actually buy the food. How much are they going to charge us for the food just alone? $2.94. So $3 a piece. So $300 to give basically 2/3 of a population boost. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. And because we can drop that off and basically produce another population here. Yeah, this will bump us well over the population needed. Good. Okay. You'll wait a turn. You might even go back with the dude that's there. What Christina? What do we need here? Another student. Good. As long as this is full, we're doing it right. As long as the school keeps pumping out people, trainees, I'm okay with that. All right, who do we have to harass down this way? There's an English caravel. What the heck is our smuggling ships there for? What? This is not how this works. You go to the nearest location. He should have gone here. He sailed all the way down here. What the heck? Don't do that. It's just so dumb. Okay. Whatever, Trevor. Unfortunately, you guys are not going to be in range, are you? Well, maybe you are, because some of you move further. Got bam! One hit wonder. Nice. And there's a French caravel out there, too. Did you guys grab anything? Oh, look at that. 100 free tools. Oh, happy day. I like it. All right. First successful naval raid in a while. That's good to see. I don't understand the auto feature of this guy. I do understand the fact that I sailed him right into a storm. That was dumb. All right. Not bad. Why do we have somebody up here? Weird. The fort isn't finished because it needs stone and clay. That's fine. Kind of anticipated that. Let's go ahead and put the work, prep the work on the government palace. Oh, hello. His Majesty's explorers have arrived to collect the shipment of coats for their polar expedition. Receive $1,000, which is a crap price for 200 coats. It's a kingly price, but the king's willing to pay us. Fulfill the requirement for the following results: minus 200 coats, plus 1 price for coats in Sweden. That's good. And the royal king is happy, or we increase our taxes by 1% and tick him off. No, we'll take it. It's a free shipment of stuff. We save the shipment, probably save the taxes, definitely do, and improve things over long haul. That's okay. It's worth doing. Manila can have another trainee. Wonderful. It also needs more ore. Wow, okay. Unfortunate. Well, we do need more ore here. We could ship some in. Let's ship some in from the city. You guys are done, huh? That's too bad. Nothing much you can do then, other than, I don't know, judge or whale oil maybe. Do the whaling oil thing. For now. We need iron exported, but we're not actually producing enough here. Okay. We have some in New Stockholm. We do not. Wow. We legit are that desperately short on ore. Huh. That's too bad. Let's move about 60 of the stone with us. We can move some sailcloth. And we'll move a little bit of rope as well for the future. We are producing it at a pretty good... Actually, we'll move all the rope. That'll be sufficient. This guy can actually head off. He's currently in stasis mode, so you can move over here. We're running out of fur here. We're running out of fur here. We don't have the iron to shuffle effectively, so I'll bring you up and grab the fur. 162 fur. Sure. Bring it back down to the capital where there is riots from the, or theft from the crime issues. We're hemorrhaging cash there by not having enough justice. Or I should say enough happiness, I think. This place has its health situation under control. Harlot is on the way to fix the other problems, and we need a judge here. Currently doing fine for food trappings. Alright, you're done there. Go ahead and fortify you guys, or sleep, or whatever. Unload. Let's take some... pardon me, some ore. People well fed. Thanks, buddy. And you have rice. No, you need the rice for the baker eventually. Take some tools over to the other town as well, I suppose. I think they might be needed there. I don't recall properly. So in Manila, we now have the ore supplied. Let's go ahead and unload this. Thanks, dude. Make a mine there. Oh, you've got the fisherman delivered. Good. You can go to New Stockholm. You guys are going to go over and become fishermen's. You'll have to wait because it's only halfway done the job. Alright. That was a good hit, but there is a... Oh, there it is. There's that Frenchman. Hey, Frenchie, come back here. That's Stuyvesant's flute. We'd hit him first before the caravel, for sure. But we can't track them down yet. We're not fast enough to patrol them all. We could separate the fleets out. We could separate the fleet to, you know, maybe 3 privateers or frigates apiece and a privateer. That would be a nice patrol. You'd even go 2 and 1 on 3 different spots and really patrol the area. That would force them to bring out some heavy guns to deal with them, for sure. And they're really good at running away, so probably they'd get away with it. The Skycan Sentry, why are you guys activating? Alright, here we go. Here's the delivery of the highfalutin mumbo jumbo. They're all in-house now. That's weird. He gets the same effect of an upholsterer as he does a furniture maker. Oh, an upholsterer. Okay, my bad. I read that wrong. Master cabinet maker is the one that gets the bonus for both furniture and upholstered furniture. Okay, that's fine. Might as well get him working on something useful though. Making some rices. And we'll have our lovely lady come here and take care of some of the entertainment issues. And then this building definitely needs an upgrade. So that's the next priority. What are we short on? 5 clay and some tools, which we just rode off with. That's unfortunate. You can come out of town here, and you can not be a scout. The heck. Not what I meant to do. Make you a colonist. Already Pioneer get to work there as well, and we'll switch out the medic. He just got shuffled somewhere instead of... Come on. If I replace a unit from the garrison to another unit on the map in the city, what would be the default thing to do with the first character that I'm replacing? Switch, correct? Or would you think the thing would be to randomly find a non-related spot to shove him? Like, make a carpenter into a trapper. What? No brain. No bow. Leave your weapons here. We have no animals to butcher here except for geese and pigs. And I don't want to do either of those. And our carpenter here is, who has been doing elsewhere, he's going to actually head out of town and go somewhere else because he can be useful somewhere else. Can't be useful here. Now this farmer could be actually producing some animals. What is it he can get here? Goat? Yeah, he can ranch... No, it's horses. He can ranch some horses here. I don't really think we need that. But we do need some more farm productions in the area. I don't need to pump out a bunch of horses, except for they are a good market item at this point. We can sell them. We can also sell some rope. We can sell a couple hundred rope because we're not really going to use it at this stage. It needs to be transferred out to market. So this merchant man is all stocked to the gills. He can go ahead to Europe as well. Our carpenter here, I believe we had another spot that he could be useful. Where are we making another one? We made him here, eh? Do you have a surplus lumber? Not as of yet. We get another lumberjack here shortly. That's probably the go-to, so send him over to Manila. That's like our second priority building, or city. Pioneers getting work done there. If we put a mine in these two spots, we could get some ore production increased here. So let's do that. Let's go and put a salt mine in up here. It's actually a regular mine that boosts the salt and the iron. So it'll be helpful for now and a little helpful for later. Do we do the fine furs? Probably. Get a trapper here. It's not a terrible spot for it. It produces a decent amount of fine furs, or premium furs. We actually start saving on the premium furs at this point. We're actually stocking premium furs. And that doesn't count that we're also bringing some from the north. Clay-wise, that's the bigger slowdown here. We need to bring at least a couple hundred stack of clay in from Europe. We have tools being produced here. Not fast enough, but a couple turns and they'll have their tools. So let's work on that, and then we'll swap the work back to the saloon once it's ready, because that'll be needed to get the happiness dealt with here. It'll improve it dramatically. Go ahead with the second miner here. Okay, productive. Welcome, everybody. A couple new people has joined us recently in the chat. Thank you. In Fort Christina, we need to train someone new. Now, we are making a surplus of a whopping 1 lumber here. Oh, what are we short on? Furs? Okay. One of you guys can switch to being a fur trader for premium coats. Whoa, what's the -2 for? That's not... Oh, yeah, you are actually run out of furs, huh? Oh, you know what? We're not. That's not true. We're bringing some from the north. We'll take care of that in a second. That wasn't what I was coming in here for. We have all the fishermen in this town, and I think that's fine for Fort Christina for now. We have a prospector. That has to stay. We have 1, 2, 3 lumberjacks. They're producing just enough lumber for now, and I don't think these tiles have actually been fully upgraded, have they? Yes, that's a lodge. That one is a sawmill, and that one is not upgraded. It's just a plaster road, correct? Yeah, it's just a plaster road. So we need a sawmill in here. It's being worked on, which will put us at a slight positive with the wood. So no lumberjacks needed at the moment. Other than that here, I think we need to look at possibly getting a farm in here, in the outskirts here, and making these into all mines. This one up here is actually farming because it's an oasis. It could produce ore, but not effectively. If we have only one toolsmith working here, we should be able to be okay to get a bit of stone quarried, and then an iron miner. Like you can get 5 iron there, which is better. If we put 2 miners there and we build mines, that'll be enough to keep this blacksmith going steady, even when it upgrades the building. And we can put a stone cutter here. I don't think we have the ability to make a stone cutter at this point. So either a farmer or something in town would be necessary then. A blacksmith perhaps to go north, because I don't think we can make the top tier units yet. No, we can't make the top tier units. Let's make a blacksmith. Oh, and another one. Okay. I think we'll do a lumberjack and send him north. And you guys need a lumberjack or a something. I think you did need a lumberjack, actually. 1, 2, and yeah, we were going to build a 3rd lumberjack here to get the 3rd carpenter up to speed. Go ahead with that. There we go. We'll buy some more stuff from our favorite trading partner. Some new immigrants have arrived. They're sick, weak from the long journey. -10 food in the storehouse in Fort Christina. -2 to the health. And receive 2 indentured servants. That would be a temporary -2. Or send them away. So the city currently has... now, I don't think this is a permanent, like, forever disease thing. So... I think it would just give us a temporary event -2, which I'm going to gamble on, because 2 indentured servants for free is lovely. All right, we have the latest treasure, probably one of the last treasures, ready to go. We can put, well, we can put some trainees on the ground, but what I'd like to do is possibly get some happiness ladies going there. But here we need to dump a bunch of clay. It's not that expensive, actually. Let's go like that. Let's take a full shipload. A whole shipload of it, and we're going to go to Manila, and it can be transported off. The Nikan II is hauling clay. Just a whole boatload of clay. A whole galleon full of it. Now, here... I don't really feel like I need to direct any of these, except for maybe the political refugee, but we still have extra statesmen, so that's not urgent. What I think we'll do is look into Fort Christina again. Well, after this sell-off. Smugglers have arrived. We can sail back to Manila, please. It's a totally stealth smuggling. There's no way the king knows that we're taking repeated direct trips back home for him. Let's add a little short on the cash still. We don't need another smuggler ship yet. Proposal to buy slaves? No, thank you, sir. And it crashed. What the heck? Really? Wow. Okay. That's not common. I normally don't get hit with crashes. I do have a sore throat. I'm going to go grab a fisherman's friend. I'll be right back while the game reloads, okay? So bear with me for a moment here. I'll be right back, guys. I get for not muting the microphone before I step away. Walk back into the room with a sneeze fest. All right. Jeepers. Multiple crashes in one day. Not cool. Really not cool. Let's load back up on the latest autosave and hope it stays stable. Jeez, I've never had this game, even this mod at the early phases of this release mod. I didn't have it crash this much at all. But we will see. We're back here, huh? Unfortunate. All right, start on the government plaza. We'll deal with that later. This was the Coates bargain. You know that. We got this guy started back on his mining training. You guys are heading over to wait for fishing job training. Still sentry there. I don't remember what you were supposed to deliver. So I'll probably wait and find out what else was going on. Skips that turn. Ah, yes. These fine fellows. It's a fair ocean tile there. Here. All y'all together, please. Ooh, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Bam! Shoot him down. Excellent. Do we have enough mobility to take... Oh, yeah. The Scourge of the Seas. We Pirates 5. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm not sure if you caught that, but there was a nice little blub blub sound effect in the background. That was beautiful. Alright, good. We didn't get any supplies from that, which isn't hugely surprising. They're coming back from overseas, but that's fine. Alright, Weird that that ship is still there. Go to Fort Christina, please. Did we put you to work in school? We did. We were also short of stone here. Yes. Okay. We were going to deliver some, but it's not for sure the best move. I wonder if there's anything else we could shuffle here that would be worth doing. If we move you off here to do anything else, we lose the justice bad. But we need a judge here. That's for sure. You're making 9 ore here. I bet you can make more here. Look at that. There's our solution. He can pull 12 ore out of there. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's great. So that's the quarry for stone. And this one's a mine for coal and iron. And that's plenty. Good, good, good. We'll upgrade the blacksmith shop here next, which is what we're doing. We have plenty of tools here. We could shuffle some. We basically need a stone cutter on a peak in every town. And then we need a copious amount of clay. We are hopefully still delivering from the old world. James, I salute you. Thank you, sir. Have a great night. It's Vaughn. James Vaughn. Go to New Stockholm. Excellent. And oh yes, and these guys. Great. So we have a surplus carpenter here who's going to go out of town. We have a you have a dude that can probably do something useful somewhere else, like converting some salt. I think we have some, not a lot actually. Okay, we don't have the fine wood here anymore. We do that, and you can come down and make some baked goods. Lovely. Maybe the rancher would be a smarter baked goods guy, but it's okay. We could get the rancher working on making some pigs here if we put a pasture in, and I think we need to. We'll have to figure out. I'll have to remember where the pasturing is done. But I think savanna or grassland are probably pig friendly. Not certain on that though. A medic here, pioneer in the field, judge up here. Saloon is our next top priority. It is 5 clay short of being finished. I don't think the wagon train has the mobility at this point to grab the clay from here, but we'll see. No, it definitely doesn't. It never has that kind of mobility. I'll take just the 10 clay if that's all we have. Yeah, you're not going to get back. That's fine. You're close. Close to it, but not enough. Merchantman Blakan. You were supposed to load up some stuff, I believe. We can take some premium furs, because we are stocking enough of it. There, we have the slow poke production of upholstered furniture and regular furniture. These will never see stocked due to this +1. It just adds a bit of money, basically, because we get it converted at a rate that's fast enough to to be consumed by the domestic demand. You know, I could take some horses, but we're not quite at enough horses here to warrant pulling them out. You take some swords. Not a bad idea, I suppose. Yeah. Just offload them. And you could go to Europe. I'd rather use that cash now than wait for that cash to be converted. We have a trapper's hut here. We have a sawmill here. This one is being built into a sawmill. The gold mine is in place. The large quarry is in place. What else is being produced in this place? There is lumber down there that has a lodge. Good. Now let's check where the pigs are converted, because isn't that what we wanted to do? Pigs, or was it birds? We wanted a geese. Domestic geese and pigs. If we get pigs and geese going in the capital, that's probably more than sufficient. Let's look into those. Food resources. Chickens, geese. Geese. Down, it comes from domestic geese and chicken. Raised on flatlands, on wetland or tundra. Okay, that makes sense. A geese breeder profession. Okay. Goose production is highest on plots bearing a goose bonus and can be increased by building pastures on goose producing plots and employing an expert poultry breeder. These experts can be trained in the native villages and hired in Europe. So we need an expert poultry breeder. I think we set that up. It might have been deleted by the wipe, or by the reset, the crash. But we need wetlands and tundra. Flat wetlands and tundra? Yeah, so Savannah's not doing the job, huh? This tile right here would be the one. Oh, bother. Okay, change your plan, dude. Stop what you're doing. Get out of there. Actually, don't stop what you're doing. Go ahead and make a pasture here. Good. And then this guy is going to make a lumber yard up here and a pig pen if the pigs are indeed usable on Savannah. That would be great. Wetlands, marsh, scrubland, and tundra. So no. Oh, there is tundra here. Did it say flat? That's taiga. That does not work. Bother. Oh, marsh. Marsh, right there. Yeah, marshes. So we can use... I always forget this tile is even here because the city sprawl is so big. Yeah, so we'll go here and we'll make a animal pen there. Select him to get that started before I forget. Breeding pen there. You're making breeding pen there for the birds. And then we just need a carpenter or a pioneer to come and make this into... one of these two into a... it's 5% mixed text still, really. I need to make one of these into a sawmill. That's fine. Carpenter is finished here. He can go to... where was it? He's going to Manila, if I remember that correctly. Let's just go ahead and save things there. We don't have to repeat all that menagerie. Alright. Oh, who's that? That's what we call a failed attack. That's what that is. That was our ship going by there. Okay, so in Fort Christina, we've now made another professional. Now, we don't need a rancher, because that's only for cattle and horses. think we'll make some Savannah farm here. So we'll go with the farmer. All right. What else is needed elsewhere? We will need another blacksmith as well up north. You already have... You need another stone cutter for sure. No, I don't want to buy a bazillion fur. Thank you. Ah, and this is the place... This is the point where we had... loaded up a bunch of clay. Send that to Manila. Sell off the goods here, and then see what we're going to send to the New World. Alright, we sold this, right, this all happened last time. See if we can do it without a crash this time. We were looking at the price point and saying, we don't need another smuggling ship yet. Alright, that worked? Good. Alright, a stone cutter, we have one here. We'll bring one to each city as we train new stone cutters there. Who fought us here? There it is. That's the schooner that's beat to a pulp. And there's another schooner that's not beat to a pulp. Let's see. We have you sitting at very badly damaged. That's the official term for it. Let's see. Let's go veteran. You're definitely able to win that easily, but that might leave you in a risky situation. You're 99.6% sure you'll sink the ship because you just caught up to him and throw a gun into his tail and blah blah, he goes down. Excellent. And then you're going to head to port somewhere. Let's head you back this way. Now this group, I wouldn't mind being picky about this attack. We're going into the fog here, and their schooner is basically evenly matched, but it's probably a draw. Very little chance of the frigate being sunk, but there is a good, high probability we don't actually take it out. And then that guy will take him out. This low-slung schooner, very quick to get around with its super rigging. Can we get both of you guys back over here? Yes, we can. Very, very effective season for the ships. That's a very good couple years here of hunting. We'll leave them here for now, and then they can head into Manila next turn. Hopefully, they'll be able to get into port. That was a very good hunt. Much success. We have an expert miner in the waters fishing. Why? Why, brain? Why are you doing such a thing? I don't know. Just don't understand myself sometimes. Okay, we'll put him in here. He'll start mining ore because we're just barely, with plus 11, we'll be not doubling, but substantially increasing, probably 18 to 24, somewhere in there, once we finish this blacksmith shop, which is only some clay short, which is on the way being shipped back from Europe. We have one pearl diver and one slave working in the waters. Otherwise, it's all fishermen. We are 4 fishermen short of a full load here. And we got a carpenter on his way. We need the judge for this town soon. Let's say we tell you all to just wait here because you all have to move together. We could get a farmer working. Pardon me. But you might have happiness issues if we do. We do have happiness issues if we put him to work there. Unfortunate. We have enough surplus. No, we don't have enough surplus ore here. This guy's not for here anyways. This blacksmith is supposed to go north. Now, we could actually take that farmer off to the west. We need a hunter, actually, would be a good choice. If we get one of these people trained to come in here, we can make them a hunter. We got 2 miners, and that's a bad choice here. We're going to put this person down and retrain them for miner. And then this farmer, since we have the surplus, let's see about New Stockholm. Okay. New Stockholm, please. Can you support farmers? Yes, you can. We need a flax farmer, actually. We need a hemp farmer. So this guy has been doing hemp, but if we bring him back as a colonist and tell him to do farming, is the only spot he's going to put it is on those 2? Yeah. We need to fix up one of these tiles for better farm. A couple of these tiles for better farming. But you do farm. It also rapeseed here, which is actually a good choice to get some oil production. Interesting. We've got a very large surplus of flax and hemp right now, and they're making hemp rope and flax sailcloth, which seems a sensible choice for me. But we're surplusing a lot of it. Oh yes, this ship, or this was supposed to export this stuff. That was interrupted by the crash. There you go. And now, Mr. Wagon, you're going to go to Manila to drop off to export those goods. Yeah, you could actually move a farmer in here. New Stockholm is going to need more bodies making work in the fields, and I think that's probably our next like 2 or 3 units to buy from Europe. Whaling boat. If I tell you to, oh, I remember. He's having issues with the stockpile. That's what his issue is. He's having issues with where he goes when the ship is full, but the stock of the only location is too high. It doesn't have enough materials. Or doesn't have enough room in the stockhouse. There we go. Saloon in Port Christina will really help. That brings the happiness to a good number now. Good. Now, rancher, that's a question. I don't know if we even ranch. Interesting. We don't breed surplus horses? Really? Hold on. Isn't the stable supposed to be outputting better horses? No, more horses? Around here somewhere. Butchers, wheelwrights is the upgrade to the mill. Thought there was a bonus for the stable. A large stable. Do we have that? We do have a large stable. Yeah, and it's supposed to produce surplus animals. Or maybe it doesn't produce those. Hold on. Large stable. Pasture. Horses. No, that doesn't work, unfortunately. There we go. There's the resource for horse. And stables in the colony. Large stable. 25% for chickens. Oh. So birds breed better for having the stable. Okay. How about this one? Oh. A regular stable does provide boosts to chickens, geese, sheep, and goats, not to pigs, and not to horses. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, that's surprising. But that answers the question, though. Breeding horses, cattle, and sheep. Instead of full cargo, the production won't be optimal. Start breeding for a very small initial, but it'll take a long time. Got it. Pastures and pioneers. Stables, an upgrade to builds, granting another bonus to every kind of livestock, it says. That's maybe why I thought it was everything, because it says it's everything. You forgot to scroll down on the stable page. I did? Uh-oh. Ooh, you smart. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay, it is everything. Cool. I appreciate that. And then the large stable was probably just need to scroll down more. Aha. Not sure why, but yes. Oh, excellent. Okay, so it does provide a 25% increase to all of them. So why are we not producing a surplus of horses? Is it just 25% increase to the production of them? And yet there's another town that is producing more something. What was it? Maybe I'm mistaken from another... From other information. Must be. Oh no, our goats. Why are we getting +2 goats from here? This is what threw me off, because this place is producing more goats. Oh! That's wrong. That shouldn't be happening. You see what's happening? So, you only get the bonus when somebody's breeding them. she's milking the goats. As a milker of goats, you move it over here and you do goats. Basically it uses 6 goats and gives back the 6 goats. That's the intent. But she's milking the 6 goats. I'm not sure how you could logic around her milking 6 goats turning into breeding, but I don't really want to know. Thank you for the tip, Bernard. But yeah, she's producing this surplus too because she's getting the percentage bonus. Someone made an oopsie. You're not wrong. Yeah. I don't think that's supposed to work that way, but we'll take the bonus for now. That's why I was confused, because I thought they just automatically stocking them did that, but you have to do something with them. You have to actually have them being produced in some way. So in order for the horses to be dealt with here, which is probably a good place to do them, our rancher should build we should build a ranch out here. We're making a animal breeding pen here and breeding pen here. This guy could actually go here, I think, to get lumber instead of... Why does he get 8 here? No, he gets 7 here, so it's the same. So we might as well move him there because he'll lose it otherwise when it changes. So this is going to be a breeding pen for birds. This is going to be the place for pigs. And we can put one of these tiles as a place for breeding horses. And that would probably be plenty enough for the whole colony, to be honest. So to do that, we basically just need to focus in on getting more prospectors, or more pioneers, I should say. In here, you have... Oh, right, new crew has arrived. Excellent. We have a new carpenter available. We get to work. We are shorting now at a fairly hefty rate. We're shorting 10 timber a turn here. 11 turns and this guy gets to be a student. Less than that, or more than that before they run out of lumber, so they're fine for a while. We have our new happiness lady here. We'll get her to work. And then this place could be upgraded as well to a saloon when the time comes. Our poultry breeder needs to go to the capital. Our poultry butcher and our poultry breeder can go to the capital. And this place is supposed to get... No, it's not. This place is just tools. So the armorer goes up north. All right, let's shuffle that down here. You guys can get this to sale. Except for we'll take 100 stack, 200 stack of that. That's fine. For sale, we'll take the rubber as well. Export that. The grapes can stay here. Conestoga, anything needs to move over? I don't think so. What I could do with the Conestoga actually is take... not that. That is not a... It's a surprise the bakery doesn't have a domestic need. There's no domestic cost. We have Manila not producing those, so that's fine. Let's say we take a bit of the peanuts and the coffee. Let's take the coffee. Take a stack of coffee, whatever amount we've got there, over to the west, to the capital. That's fine. Stoga can go to Fort Christina when it's ready. This is our bird people. They can go there. Our armor smith is going up to fur. This would not be a Drake stream without oopsies. This wasn't a Drake oopsie. Come on, Magnus. Can't blame that one on me. That wasn't a Drake oopsie. No, that was definitely the game oopsie. That was a modder oopsie. Which is a funny one. I like it. We're going to sail this merchantman to Africa because the price on rubber is substantially... Oh, the price on rubber is actually best in Port Royal. So we are going to leave that for the smugglers to do. Anything else we should take? We take the grapes to Europe. That's about it, eh? Cocoa pods, there's only 12 of them. We'll go ahead and run those over to Europe anyways. Just to get the boat there. Might as well take it with a bit of profits. Fishing. Yes, we can get another fisherman here. Right, we needed a hemp farmer and a flax farmer. Is there any way to do that? That's what I wanted to look up in the other cities. Hemp farmer, or hemp and flax. I don't know. I don't think so. Probably we just need to send somebody in to do the jobs and perpetually stay on the spot, so they will eventually become good at it. I doubt, however, that we can do hemp or flax from Europe. Answer's a clear no. Unless, of course, we get one on the docks, which is possible. In Africa, we can train, but who can we train? No, looks like we can't get any of those. No hemp or flax from here. And how about Port Royal? Not sure why it's always nighttime in Port Royal, but it's kind of funky. Tobacco planter. Rice and cassava. No, none of these. That's too bad. Yeah, no such luck. Oh, the tobacco planter is the counter to that. Mestizo has a plus production for stone, clay, and iron. Slaves have a +2 production for it, but that's not going to help us long term. Yeah, see, the tobacco planter is an opposite batch to the flax and hemp farmer. So the hemp farmer will have a slight bonus to farming tobacco and farming flax. The flax farmer will have a slight bonus, a 1+ bonus for hemp and tobacco. But we don't have the other guys here, which is very disappointing. So is there any chance that there's flax trainers around? I doubt it. Very highly doubt it. There's a peanut trainer. That's not any use to me. Hunter, miner, seasoned scouts, expert farmers. So I think we're going to just have to assume that there's no option ever for us to get those guys trained. There may have been some at some point, but they're not available to us now that I can see. Expert fishermans, miners, cotton, hunters. Of course, we can't use them. Expert farmers, hunters. Nah, looks like there's no chance to train the ones we need. Not anymore, anyways. Oh, we never did find out what they trained there or here. I'm sure those are gone by now, but maybe not. Yeah, no, it looks like we don't have the option to train those. So what we'll have to do is we will have to get these towns set with people who are like that as a non-specialist. Now this guy actually could produce. Hold on. You get a bonus production to both flax and hemp. Okay, we'll definitely do that. It'll be these guys as students here, so he gets a 2+ bonus. That I like that. That's good. Other than you're gonna have an issue where you can't farm effectively anywhere. That's fine there. Let's bring another. We have another convert? No, eh? Do we have any in the other towns? Nope, none there. Manila, it would be worth moving you from wherever we find you for sure. No such luck. Okay. Well, I'll wait until we get our next one, and we'll send him down there to trade. So the natives are much better at producing those crops that are native to their area, so that's useful to know. Caravel. All right. Caravel, you can do a bit of trade along the frontier there. Unfortunately, the guy that's training as an expert fisherman in here, I know happens to be a native trader. Oh, throw out the clay in New Stockholm. No, thank you. Actually, no, I don't want to do that because that's our only source of clay. Is buying it from him. Although we did just buy a ton. We have 8,000 bucks. Let's actually talk to His Majesty and see what he can do for us as far as other materials. There are things we can buy from him. We can buy troops, and we can buy boats quite frequently. All right, can you guys sneak back into harbor here? Hopefully unseen, La la la, nobody knows we're here. the tools can be delivered, and we'll get you guys repairing. Wonderful. All right, we are waiting out here. Where'd the merchant? Oh, the miner's going. Right, the miner's going to clear his specialty here. And Charles Lee has died in combat. Sorry to hear that, Charles. Whoever you are. You're going to fortify there, because that's where we're going to settle the next bot. What the? Oh. No, I was going to say, what did this place just instantly train a new farmer? That's not the case. They just... Wait, no, we just moved a farmer there. That's right. Okay, well, we're going to put the farmer on the doctor job, because we're actually zeroed on the health, and it's going to get worse if we don't. We also need, we need a doctor, we need a judge, and we need an entertainer here. All right, do a bit of trade with this fine lady. Sure, grapes and rubber. I approve. And we'll head up to Pecha whatever. You are in Fort Christina with some coffee to drop off just for the governor to enjoy. Let's actually run off this way first. Get a pickup over here. Do. All right, our chicken people. You need to go here, but I don't think you're quite ready. This is a chicken breeder. You can't make chicken yet. Unfortunate. We'll switch you out momentarily. You could go in here and do geese butchering. See, he's got the 6 bonus. So he'll get some down and some and some food from it, but we would lose our stock. So we'll wait on that production yet. You can hang out in the front yard here. You, however, are going to get doing the stone. So let's move this guy over to the iron. Move this guy up to the stone. There we go. We now have a stone cutter here. So these two cities are fairly well supplied for a steady trickle of stone. As long as we don't bang out repeated heavily stone heavy, productions, we should be okay. Need clay delivered there, which will be happening very, very quickly. Pardon me. The ironworks would be a good choice. Because the same guy would be producing more, and we have a surplus of stuff now. So let's do that. Not far to be produced. 300 points. Yeah, it's quite a bit to produce it. The butcher is just going to sentry here for now, till we're ready. All right, first blacksmith arrived up north. We do have iron in stock and in production. We're now getting iron up north by ourselves, which is awesome. We just need stone being produced up here to get things balanced out. We definitely need a stone producer. However, if we move these guys, we're going to have food storage or food stock issues. You can go ahead and make some stone. Instead of coal. We've got a lot of coal already, and you do get a +1 bonus from this guy for stone, silver, and salt. Because he's a coal miner. He's a little better at it. Okay, we can move the milk next time. I want a cheese maker here. Let's make a cheese, what's a cheese wheel maker? Is that a cheese right? Like a wheelwright? I don't know. Probably not. Cheese maker is probably the title. Confectioner is not the one. We need a cheese maker. How does we make the tasty cheeses? Cheese maker. Yay, master cheese maker. Good. And I will also say we need another pioneer. Because that's, I think, where we've gone grossly wrong. And this one has wasted a lot of productivity by not pumping out, like our logging hasn't been producing more. We should have had the carpenters out faster. Should have focused on building those up. So yeah, I think all in all, you can sail this to Fort Christina. That's a good site for you to go to. We might be able to close the gap a little. Let's say we try to get out of last place. That would be lovely. Because currently, out of 5 Europeans, we are in 5th, which is not good. I'm just going to boldly declare that's not a good situation to be in. All right, loading up from this side. We'll take the silver, 100 of the silver anyways. We can take the coffee. and rubber and coca. And you can go to Manila, please. Lovely. I love that he can make it to Manila in one hit. Just kaboom and he's there. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So you're not able to enter the harbor. Is somebody else in town there? Oh, yes. All the frigates are in town at the moment, so he can't... The smugglers can't make it in. All right. Bring the pirate fleet out. They can just recover there a little bit. Oh, hold on. Oops. Hi. You got training to do. Training is good. Everybody should have veteran 1 in the group, so that's the top priority. And then we'll rest you. Hold on, dudes. Don't interrupt me, man. You can get into here. And how much stock space do we have? Not quite enough to dump all of the clay on here without consequence. So we'll move some of it down to here. Like that. We'll put 400 in here. We'll put 200 down here. That's fine. Smuggler can take some silver and some gems for now. The galleon can step out of harbor. Dry dock is finished. Excellent. That immediately solves our shipping supply problem. We now can hold 18 ships in here. That's the dudes there, so they can come in while the galleon's in there now. That's great. We will move the Conestoga back to the capital next turn. The galleon can probably park out in the fog here for a moment. He's not needed right yet. You're going to offload your hide and head back up to Freton. This guy's got to wait another turn. He's not busy yet. Go ahead and buy some more goodies if you have them. Oh, wait. I didn't buy the other stuff. Darn it. Oh, man. Let's do hemp and coca. And is this a caravel? Or flute? That's the caravel. Instead, let's buy rubber and... yeah. Coca leaf. Farewell. And we can sail up to here. If the English let us through. Okay. Hopefully another convert comes available there. Can I actually move them all in there? I don't know if I could. I can. Excellent. That's a lot of dock space now. A lot of berths at the dock. That's great news. Nothing yet. We'll wait until the ship arrives. We'll get these guys back to recovering. Good stuff. Being productive. Always feel like you're lacking pioneers. I'm always lacking pioneers, but I do it to myself and it's dumb and I shouldn't, and it keeps causing grief, and that was really loud. Both merchantmen's in dock at the same time. That's convenient. Now I don't know that we're gonna get... do we get cattle going? We've got goats up north. We've got horses. We've got geese. We don't need chickens and geese. They both produce the same product. Pigs and goats and cattle produce all separate resources, so we should really have cattle as well. Not sure where we're going to breed them, but we should have them. And they're a rancher's job as well. Having said that, what else do we need? Well, we honestly need some professionals. That's what we need. We need at least a couple more doctors and at least a couple more entertainers. Sorry, coffee cough. $2,600 now for those docs. That's all right. We'll get them training in the university after we have a set of them everywhere. We just can't wait for them. It's worth paying through the nose to get these specialists, because it increases all of our productivity for sure. Very aggressively increases it. All right, you're going to head back to Fort Christina right away. And Manila is actually full at the moment. Okay. I don't have anywhere that does fruit, do I? We could consider the new town as the next build project. Which means if we are going to go in here, to get our clay and stuff producing, which is probably the right place to do. Yeah, we'll get the fruit guy there. That's probably a good choice. Fruit and we get our fruit guy from down here. Good. You're a little cheaper. We'll also actually make you into a settler, which we can do right there. That's fine. And then I want the free colonist on board. And I'll actually take a cabinet maker and make him... No. We'll take the indentured servant with us. Get him to school. You're going to go to New Stockholm. Good. We'll get this place set up, and then this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they'll be separated far enough that we can do them both. Okay, that works. Hopefully get a little more oomph out of our system here. Get some more productivity. We'll sentry the galleon here. It's probably not needed right now. Pardon me. This guy needs to go haul over here and offload all of your clay, which should tell that town that it can build stuff. Not yet, I guess. The walls need what? Oh, we need a little bit of stone here. We're producing it, so next turn they'll have enough. I'm going to take, like, 200 of the clay. And we'll drop 100 off here, I think. We have some clay here, so I will actually leave 1 stack of it here for the guy that goes north, the wagon, and we'll drop the other one off here. You can unload that. Good. There's our free colonist here. We go to school. We need another convert to join to get them going on the flax training. Only need one of them in the entire kingdom. The entire republic to get the productivity going for training those guys. Well, this guy is not viable right now. We could, or as an armorer right now, we could get him making some tools or some carpentry. Let's do some carpentry. Just get the production happening a little faster. We're 17 short on this, so it'll be finished. And then once the stone comes in, we'll have enough. And again, town hall will be the same. Not enough stone, but it'll get there. Go ahead and dump the extra gems on there. Let's actually take all the smugglers over to the capital. Whoa! Hi, who was that just darted by? What scratch were you? Oh, that was the schooner. Okay. I'm fine with that. Jeepers freaked me out, though. Like, who just went in to attack us just as we moved? Relax, dude. Relax. It's not the case. Our milker that's breeding goats. It's fine. We're going to grab... Hold on. I am going to grab the milk. Move the milk down and sell that. What's that worth? Not crap at all. Okay. Is there a demand for milk? There's no domestic demand for that. There is a domestic demand for the finished cheese, however. Okay. Go there, and we'll go there. Boop, boop. We don't have a trapper up here. We could have a trapper up here producing quite a lot of fine beaver pelts. Okay. We're just not ready for it. He can go to Fort Christina. Not ready. Just accidentally gifted my galleon to some natives. Oh no! Scout! Why you do that? Wow. We should name the town Gifts of Galleons. I don't know what we're going to name the town for you, but you gotta let me know if you got a name for your town. Oopsieton. Medical care has been provided. Lovely. You got enough medics. That's rough. Gifting your galleon to them, dude. Ouch. That's a reload. That's a save scum moment right there. A little bit of grapes trading, sure. Oh, there we go. We're being requested to bring a bunch of... Oh, no. No, I'm okay with you keeping a hold of that fine town of Ashanadea. Because Ashanadea has produced all of our fishermen so far, basically. Well, most of them. Probably over half of them are native there. Very much a reload. Yeah, that's a save scum moment. 100%. It's not even scummy when you accidentally misclick a button. Like, doesn't even bother me when I do those. We have luxury coats and stuff that'll be picked up by the fine fellows coming north. We're coming around the horn there. Go ahead and get this stuff delivered north. We could take some lumber. We could take some food. That's what we need to take up there. Take a stack of food. Go north with that. Get that up to Furiton. And you delivered. Wow, it's like, what's going on? Why are we not getting new info? 151 is too much. What I need to do is drop off like 80 of this here. Otherwise, it will spawn a new person, which we do not want to do. We'll drop the clay here, and then we'll tell the wagon to just wait a turn or 2 or 3 or 4. Rangers arrived. Good. The double defender there. What do we have here? We've got the ship of the line is ready. And, oh, I see. Okay. We've got a schooner from Louis. Thank you for letting us know. Hopefully you can heliograph the homeland or the coast and tell them to send out the boys. We'll get both of these as well. You. Is there anybody up north we could trade with? Why not? Keep the circuit running. Look at how the culture is just... That's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles out. This is all more Swedish than it is Crow right now. Like, their city is only 19%. It can definitely get lower. I don't think it's even upsetting her that much. Like, she's just kind of fine with it. Yeah, she's still pleased with us. It's not even wrecking her culture. This isn't... They're in such good shape, this is not considered damaging their culture. I think it's also because the population is so low that's helpful too. Now, unfortunately, if I reset this guy, he's now going to... He switches ethnicity. It would be interesting if they could keep the ethnicity of the characters. So if you get a city that has a bunch of converted natives and a bunch of native slaves in it, and its population expands, its food population expands, there's a probability, seems to be based, from what I understand, seems to be based on the volume of native cultures in the city. You might actually spawn a unit that's not a free settler. It might actually start as a converted native, or it might start as, like, I've had political refugees as the spawned character. Just population grew. There was like 3 people in the town, and one of them was a refugee. So it was that's what you got as a new person. And it would be interesting to try to test to see if you can set up some other ethnicities as well. There's an African group here. The ethnicity of African. If you had African slaves, you could actually possibly produce a town that started producing some sort of African unit. I don't know what that would be, unfortunately. There's a mulatto here in Africa as a unit, so would you produce these guys? Would you get more of them? I don't know, because they do have a demand for things, so, I mean, you couldn't produce... There's a lot of things you couldn't effectively produce with them, but you could have a town that was heavily native population or whatever, and it just started producing more of them, because I've had that happen a lot. Oh, you've had some spawn as prisoners and slaves. That's unfortunate. Born into slavery. Yikes. That's a dark twist. Let's see if we can get another fish. We can have 2 more fishing spots here. We will get them on there right away. We'll get this one training again with our lovely professional fisherman trainees. That's really all they're there for. That's why that's why I've been keeping trade with them, and even taking trades that are negative for us. They're not advantageous for us. They cost us more than the product that we sell back in Europe or Port Royal. After taxes, we're losing some of the money from the trades, but we're just keep pumping it in. Just keep, as often as she wants to sell us stuff, except for maybe giant piles of fur, which becomes troubling. Charles Banks. Hello, good sir. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate that. We got the Conestoga here, so it's got to load up on anything that needs to be moved, which is basically nothing right now. Bit of silver. No other specials here. We'll move the coffee, and we'll move the silver. We'll probably hold off till next turn to finish the move, so it'll take a little bit of extra stuff. We'll wait there for a turn. Ah, there we go. Excellent. New convert is going to come down into Stockholm and become the world's greatest flax farmer. He'll build an industry around his flax farming skills. And this guy is going to become a hunter. Excellent. All right, we have the schooner here in town with another, with a cheese maker who's going to go up to Furton and start the cheese industry. It's good up there. They can make really nice cold cheeses. You guys have you finished the breeding? How long is this thing going to take you, dude? 7 more turns? Are you kidding me? You're a freaking hardy pioneer and it's still 7 more turns to make a breeding pen there. What are you making it out of? Titanium? Handcrafted with a pair of pliers? Wow, dude. That's been like 8 or 9 turns, hasn't it? Like, he's been working on that for a long time. Very disappointing. All right, well, anyways, that rant is over. Let's see. Pioneer can go join him because, like, clearly he needs help. Go over here. And you can also get working on the making of that breeding pen. Jeepers. It'll take it down to 4 turns to finish. Well, good. And you're still another 7 turns on that breeding pen. No wonder I'm taking forever to get anything built. These guys suck at it. Schooner. Do you need to be moving anything to other places? Far away? Probably not. No, there's nothing for him to do. The schooner is gonna, he's gonna sit right here. He's just gonna sentry there for now. Till he can stir up some fun. Still somebody else comes by and says something cool and spooky. Let's see. We load. Never mind. Oh, I can load it to another. Gotcha. I can load it to another ship. Okay. Pardon me. My throat's not having a great time. I'm not going to be able to go much longer here. Train oil's good. We have some furniture. That's nice. Domestic prices overseas aren't great. Wait, the domestic price is 13 for furniture. Domestic price is 24 for train oil. I need this stuff being sold in all our towns and more population. That's what we need. Jeepers. Coats and yeah, we'll ship them. Yeah, we'll ship the coats and stuff. The domestic price is good, but it's not able to keep up because if this town has a domestic demand, the amount that we've stockpiled is already more than the domestic demand can handle. Domestic demand is really the magic money maker long term. So, all right, nothing more for you guys to cash in on. Okay, let's go sailing. See if we can safely get home. Canard, have a good night, man. Sleep well. Oh, no, sorry. That was Magnus who was saying goodnight. Remember to hit the like on the way out, he says. Thank you. Thank you, Magnus. I appreciate that. Yeah, probably only going to go another like 10 minutes or so. My throat is not having a good time of it. And I need to be able to record tomorrow. Because we're doing more Medieval Dynasty recordings tomorrow. The saloon is finished in Manila. Ah, what a happier place it is now. You go, you beautiful lady. You make it happen. You make the people happy. We need more lumber here. Lumberjack. That's fine. We have a trainee lumberjack who's 6 turns until we can pump out the lumberjack there. That'll be useful. We're making enough iron here and enough wood once we get a lumberjack to keep up with these guys and with these guys. So that's pretty hefty, producing all that. We get a city hall going here, which would be a big boost. We could also put an oil train in here, which would allow them to dump oil here. I think that's worth the, like, what, 3.5 turns? 2 turns. Why are we producing so bloody much hammers here? Sawmill. Okay. Overproduction from previous build. Gotcha. I was like, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, they'll finish that real quick. You know what? Hold on. That's not that useful. Maybe we don't do that here. If we're gonna do the cattle, maybe this is the town to do it. Oh, hi. That is Grassland Hills. Grassland Hills won't work at all. This is wetlands. Can cattle be raised in wetlands? Cattle prefer lightly vegetated, open or lightly vegetated flatlands. So light forest would work. Grassland, plains, prairies, savanna. Darn. Taiga, grassland hills. Grassland hills has to be flat. That's a coffee spot. It's savanna. Wait, did it say savanna worked? Yes, but has to be flat. Ah, there's a grassland forest right up there. We could make that tile. Since this guy is now finished, we can make this tile into a pasture, and we can produce cattle right up here. So that will work for the cattle production. We only have 7, but we brought in some more, I think, from somewhere else. So that's good. Other than that, we need another lumber spot. So we'll probably make it on, I imagine this tile will be our lumber, deciduous, and the coniferous forest, or that one. Maybe that one up there. Yeah, that'll work. Pardon me. Oh, my throat. So we can make another forestry spot there and a rancher spot. 2 together would be enough to produce, to balance things out here. That'll get us the cattle production. Then we can butcher some animals here to increase our food production, as well as start producing some cowhide, which allows us leather goods, and the leather goods can also go further into the lined goatskin boots and lined leather coats. Those are upgrades from the goatskin. This one is pig leather aprons and leather goods. Domestic prices are huge here. Jeepers. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Leather goods, aprons, these are all 8. The demand for leather goods and the demand for pig leather aprons are 8 apiece, and the price is huge. Oh goodness, we got to get these diverse products being produced. That's what we need to do. Holy lola. All right, let's get over here and take care of this foreigner. Kaboom. Next. Very high withdrawal chance in these pirate ships. Ooh. Boy, he's taking a beating and keeps on... Oh, no, there's 2 of them in there. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, well, we'll get 2 ships out. That was a different ship. The first fight was against the French and then against the Dutch. That is the enemy schooner. That was the French schooner. And this guy has damaged ship, but he's easily going to be taken out. Good. Pardon me. Excellent. 2 very successful hits. How about you? Are you able to group up somewhere? It's unfavorable winds in the ocean there. Let's go there. I want you all in the same... Oh, doesn't work. Hold on. Where'd you go? Oh, that's fine. You can sail. The U5 are ready. That's great. That was another good victory. I approve. Let's sail up. No, let's not sail up north. We're run out of places to sail there. Okay, you can go ahead back to Europe then. All right, Furton has some food delivered. Now, how close are you? 226, as long as it's not 240. 246 would be too soon. Okay, fine. Fine. We're making 30 fur a turn here. That's a lot. And we're not even tapping the potential here. Not even close. Good gracious. All right, well, our cheesemaker is here. That's great. You can go ahead and start making some of this lovely cheesy materials. So we use up all the milk that is made and turn it directly into cheese. That's excellent. Outputting, still outputting an increase to the goat population, which is fantastic. I love that. And cheese and milk. So now we're outputting cheese, which is a domestically demanded product. And if we can start pumping out 6 of these a turn, that means we're getting another $66 a turn automatically if that's sold to the local markets. Like, huge amounts of money. You can effectively build up an infrastructure. The whole point industrially is to build up an infrastructure so that we don't ship stuff back to Port Royal or off to Europe. That is some weird whatever shearing color effects going on there. So you don't ship stuff back to Port Royal. You just sell it to your population here, and the economy grows internally. Pretty potent. I'll wait another turn for you. These are the triple sloops, or the triple whatever they are. Triple dudes that are escaping. The smugglers. Now, smuggling like the golds and all, the gold and the silver and stuff will always be smuggled off to Port Royal. Gold and the silver and the gems. That's fine. Surpluses, excess amounts of jackets and all the rest of it can be smuggled, but the amount that we can produce is pretty hefty. The amount that we can actually sell is also pretty solid. 12 silver a turn isn't a ton. But we can actually drop this silver off in the capital because we're going to need it for the bigger buildings. I think the courthouse, maybe? No, the governor's palace. The governor's palace needs silver. We only have 44 of it. See? Need some more tools here. We're making 11 a turn. It's still 7 turns, so 77 more tools. We need to get more tools brought in. We need, we're making 10 stone, so we'll just have enough stone. Need to bring in some silver. We need to bring in some tools. Okay. I'm fine with that. Do we make the coffee over here? And then you can set up like automated shipment stuff too, where you dump the units or dump the supplies back and forth to all the towns. So you can say, Manila produces the coffee, and if it produces 14 or 20 of them in a turn, that's way more than its local demand can handle. But we can set up automated shipment so that Fort Christina is demanding that it have 8 shipped in or maintain a stock of 50 or 100. So we move them in stacks of 100, and they move out to the other towns as needed. And then we kind of maintain those stocks around the place. You can set up feeder shipments and stuff, which is very, very fun to dabble with. We're getting into that in the YouTube series that I've got running on this, is getting to that stage in the production and distribution world. All right, you guys are going to be able to produce. Well, we really need the dry dock upgrade here soon. But what do we need for that to happen? I think we need a warehouse. We need some tools delivered here. I don't produce any of it here, but we could forestry here. But the idea was to have surplus forestry going on here, so that we could be making charcoal, which is probably a good idea. We got to start making some gunpowder. We don't have any supply of that yet locally. We could also make coffee here, but this place could make sugar as well as coffee. So the other spot makes coffee. We could probably pump out enough coffee back in Manila to supply all the needs of the coffee there, and then instead we put this place producing sugar. Yeah, that might work, because we have a coffee planter here. We can ship the coffee planter themselves, actually. Hold on. We can ship the coffee planter out. They could just go to the other city. We'll get another fisherman here, because we need one. No, not going to buy your fur. I make 30 a turn. Okay, I make 30 fur a turn. That is plenty. Tobacco's not viable here, but we could possibly produce some tobacco in Manila because it actually has the savanna land, the natural savanna tiles there. You guys are going to all go to Port Royal, please. Nope, I actually did want you to go to Port Royal, so why don't you sail around with your friends? You could also go to Port Royal. They don't seem to like the go-to stack orders. A little weird, but they don't do well with it. All right, go back into the big harbor. Great Oil Factory finishes up at the end of the turn. That'll help a lot. You guys can go back to rest here. We'll drop off the coffee. We do have the coffee maker or coffee cooker lady on her way here. I think since this place can pump out just as much coffee and they have the the roastery here, I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the go-to. Can we make the next tier of roasting house? Butcher's, it's got to be in here somewhere. Roaster's shop. So this will increase productivity by a good margin. Yeah, right now they have a base of 3, and they get 100% bonus, so they're making 6 each. So they'll have a base of 6 and get 100% bonus to put them up to 12 production each. That would be huge for this place. Yeah, that'll be a big boost. I approve. What else? This place needs a college as well. Or does it? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's not our first go-to. We do produce rice here, so we should put the baker shop increase in this place as well. Although we don't use the rice here. Again, we have somebody who's training over here to become a baker. And he could definitely get the job done. More lumberjacks for the north, for sure. Since we need to... since we need to have them basically... we'll take the roasted peanuts and the coffee. And the train oil, I believe, has a local demand as well. It does. Oh, you know what? Hold on, not the train oil. We don't produce that here. Train oil, drop. Actually, we will once the train oil factory is finished. All our ports should have one. Because we get a little trickle of free train oil from the upgrades. Or from the bonuses we've got. This place has what surplus that we can get rid of? We have a lot of coffee. But taking the coffee and the roast would be good. Train oil we already produce here, it's fine. And that's probably it. We can honestly take the fur back to the capital as well. It'll get converted. So we go back to Fort Christina. We're pumping out like 30 coats at a time, aren't we? 30 coats and 16 fine coats. Luxury coats. That's way more than we need here. So this place you can offload this. Right? And we'll do this and this. And then we'll take like the coats and the fine coats. And we'll take some train oil. What else can we take? Let's even take the furniture. Let's take only like... No, let's take all the furniture. And we'll move that over to... Stockholm. And then this can unload here. Hold on, guys. This can unload the stuff in Stockholm. And all of this becomes able to fulfill domestic demand. So they only have 2 for this. But at 13 bucks... That's 50% higher than we get it if we sail it off to Port Royal. As well as I think we have train oil demand. There's another 2 of those a turn. At 24, which is $7 better than... Sorry. Yeah, $7 better than we make selling it in Port Royal. And I don't think we pay any taxes on any of those either. We have no demand for coats, really. I thought coats had demand. Oh. Maybe they don't anymore. What? Why did coats and luxury coats not demanded? That's weird. You know what we could do? No, we can't sell them. locally works. Selling them to the tribes probably doesn't. Well, we only get like $7 a piece for these. And we get $10 a piece for these. Let's see what they'll sell at. I think we can dump the food now. Yeah, it'll bring us to 39, which is fine. There's already built up, in those 3 turns, we already built up a 90 of this. That's pretty good. Yeah, and see, like the cheese, we can deliver the cheese to the capital. See how we have 5 cheese in here? But we're making 6 a turn? It's because one of them was consumed at the end of the turn by the local demand. So that is a much better price than we're ever going to get anywhere else for it. 11 versus our best of 8 in minus 10% tax. So we get like 7.5 or less, 7.2 in Port Royal. So definitely better to deliver all of this stuff locally and set up all the proper local production chains and distribution. That'll make such a huge difference. I do need a little bit more silver in Fort Christina, so we gotta remember that. Nothing else to go north, I don't think, at this point. So let me take the trade goods and spend a couple turns with this guy running over to trade with our friend. Got the miner in position for that town, but we're not ready for that yet. We almost have the road to the scout town. Kaposia B, that's what it should be called. Fort Christina, what did you need to make? You don't need any more fishermen. I know that much. We have a poultry breeder who is still not done breeding, or still not done upgrading there. Pardon me. I would train another baker, but we don't have that first tier baker done yet. We need another lumberjack somewhere, but I think he was off in the other town. We will build another one to get him up north, though. You don't need any fishermen. You don't need... Oh, we need another stonecutter. For sure. And the graveyard is available now. We got some stone delivered. Speaking of stonecutter, he's a gravestone maker, apparently. Alright, you are going to come over here and see what we can sell these coats for. Haven't done that for a while. So these have a price in Europe of 12, but we are only selling them in Port Royal because the taxes are too high. We would be selling them at 10. So if she gives us 460 or anywhere near there, we're at a reasonable value for these. What will you give me for these? 372. So that's lower. That's basically a little less than we get in Africa or in Port Royal. All right, that's doable. How about the other one? 74, again at $6 a piece. So minus 0.6, so $5.50 a piece. So whatever that is, 74 by 5.5. What's that number? I don't know. Math. 5.5 times 74. Calculator. That's what I need. You need a calculator for these games. 74 times 5.5. 407. That's our goal. That's our as good as Port Royal prices. There you go. 5.9 to 5.15. She's paying premium for them. She's paying European prices. No, she's not. She's paying less than European prices. Ah, okay. Let's say we have 8 as the European price. And I was selling her 74 of them. So that's 592. So she's, sitting at maybe a 20%, 25% tax rate versus the European price. That's okay. That's all right. Since it requires not shipping it, we're not increasing the rate at which the king gets angry and taxes us more for the things that we do need to sell there. And, oh my, Manila has goods worth 440 sold on the domestic market. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where the money's at. Yeah, that's good stuff. Take the grapes, we'll take that, and might as well take the food when she sells it. Thank you. Let's go up and grab stuff from the other port as well, because that's a fairly fast-moving vessel. All right. This is becoming a pasture for the cattle, and you are becoming the master of flax. Master Flaxer. Excellent news. We do need a farm implemented here, but we don't have the manpower for it. How are we doing on the justice? Good, positive. Maybe this guy can just go do some dancing. That would probably be better. Let's go do some dancing up there, dude. Keep people happy. Ah, there we go. Finally, the two of them have finished off the breeding pen there. That's great. You are going to go up here to go ahead and put your... Oh, is there already a lodge in there? No, there isn't. They're working on cutting trees locally, but not what I'm seeing there. Okay, we have another entertainer available. Good. And for now, we'll bring this breeding dude down to here, where he can do lumberjacking until the animals are available. You are now going to switch from... You're going to go to making some geese breeding. Excellent. What else could you breed there? He could breed geese. He could breed chickens. Although I don't think he's going to breed chickens. Oh, that's butcher. Sorry. No, breed pigs and breed... yeah, the other picture is very much different. The color's different, and there's a big giant knife beside it. That should clue me in. We could breed pigs there, but he's a poultry breeder, obviously, so that's what we want him doing. Now he's going to produce 10 surplus pigs. These guys, quacks, geese. Don't mess with them. Canada goose are dangerous buggers. They'll kick your butt, and they're the size of a small child. Or at least the weight of a small child. And they're really angry all the time when people are around. Yeah, plus 10 there, which means we can have our poultry butcherer over here butchering the geese. And we actually surplus. In another turn, we're going to hit max production. So if we just give him, let's say we give him one more turn as a colonist, and then we'll put him on there. That'll bring us to 103, which means his breeding will not be hindered anymore. So he's actually slightly reduced on his breeding capacity because we're slightly below 100 geese. So we'll fix that. One more turn of him waiting. We'll solve that problem. This is Fort Christina. It does need another entertainer. It's now just breaking the positives there. The culture growth is fine. I don't need it to grow any faster. Our medic can't improve the situation any here. He doesn't really need to. Where else did we need the workers? We need you to be replaced, and we need you to be replaced. We've got two farmers up here doing non-farmy things. Well, why don't we get our farmers over here making charcoal and powder instead until they can have their farms made, cut in the ground for them. And in here, we'll get a doctor and an entertainer. Come over to Stockholm. It'll take a couple turns for them to take the journey. That's fine. We don't have coaches yet doing the deliveries. Now you actually maybe we should have sent you off the other way. No, we got enough moved there. We'll send some of these coats. Yeah, there is a domestic demand for coats now. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe there was just not enough. If we bring her out of here, do we lose the domestic demand for coats? No? I'm not sure who's demanding the coats. Maybe the judge. I'd imagine the governor would, but we do have a slight demand for this stuff now. So maybe that's the happiness thing gets high enough? I don't know. Anyways, we'll get the medic can pop out of here and he can go somewhere as well. Probably he's needed over in Manila. We have a medic there. Good. We're sending one off there, so the next one's going to go up north. Excellent. We got our supply of doctors, and from here on out, we can train our doctors once the capital gets its university. This is good. We require a little more stone to be delivered here. We're making 6 now. Oh, the quarry finished. Good. We're making 6 now for a turn, so we'll easily catch up on that. We do need more carpenters up here, and we need a ton of work done in the terrain up here. So we need 10 pioneers would not be unreasonable to have right now. We can always, when they've fixed every square foot of the ground around our cities, we can always clear their specialty and send them back for training. They can retrain when the industry changes under them. There's no reason to keep them stuck in that job. I think this guy is going to hang out here for a few turns to go collect a supply of stuff. You need to finish your Hardy Pioneer training, dude. Oh well. Next, I think what I need to do here is look for where we're going to put our lumber. Well, we've got ore production here. We've got potentially good ore production in these two spots. The ones that have the hardwood on them, we need to keep for sure. That's a trapper's hut. That's fine. A little bit of iron up there is oddly enough okay. Oh, no, it's not going to work. I was going to say we could put an iron mill down there, but maybe... I don't think permafrost counts. I think it has to have a river. That doesn't count as having a river, correct? I think it doesn't. This one might. No, that's hills. Okay. Well, we don't need another iron spot anyways. So none of us are producing iron, which is okay. We would get more tools, but not necessary at this point. If we get some trees, some lumber mills, like let's say these two tiles below the quarry could be lumber mills next. That would probably be a good choice. I don't care about the increasing of the what they're prioritizing here. The AI is wanting us to prioritize is the fur because it's a specialty. I don't need it. I really don't need that. We need lumber production increased up here so that we can increase the tool production, or the hammer production, so that we can then increase the tool production. Kind of cascades down the trim. All right. One more turn, Mom. One more turn. House of God. Did we build a nice fancy chapel somewhere? All right. The latest silver and gems train of smugglers has arrived. Back for another pickup, friends. Well done, gentlemen. I'm not going to buy any more of those. There's no reason to add more to that number. I am, however, going to buy another pirate frigate. And it can head off to Manila as well to join that fleet. We're going to go to Europe, and we're going to buy another privateer. We'll split up into two separate fleets for that, then. Privateer. You can go. Actually, privateers, are you able to hold peoples? No, just goods. Okay, in that case, I am going to grab some more clay. Price has jumped up, probably due to me grabbing literal shiploads of it, but that's fine. I like that we can stock a lot more ships into Manila now. That's really, really good. All right, this is going to be one of these should be a sawmill. Where do we put the sawmill? If I don't want to put it there because that'll make all of the neighboring tiles not viable. That's not going to be one, so it only cuts off these. So we basically pick either one of these as a sawmill, and then we got enough room, so that's good. All right, there we go. Let's trade off these trade goods. 311 for 76 of them. I approve. Thank you, my dear. There's not really much you can do here, so we'll we're 2 turns from, yeah, that's fine. We'll head you back through town here to, let's say you go up to here. That's your shtick anyways. All right, we got another converted native. He's going to stay as is. And he's going to come over to here and start setting up for the new town. Ah, look. You just got a political refugee. Where did you come from? Look at the events here. There should be... Oh, come on. Stop dumping more. You gotta look that up. Where is it? Where did that happen? James Madison has joined Mdasa. Not ideal. Pirate frigate has been healed of all negative effects. So when you take a there's some negative effects you can get in this version, and the ships or units can actually be damaged and require a full, complete heal somewhere in order to keep up. That's awesome. I just stood there long enough and he started yelling at us. Yeah, in Stockholm, the people are so well fed that they bring many children into the world. The city grows. But we didn't get a colonist. We got a political refugee, which is wonderful. This is a political refugee who's going to head off to the new location. Now, I did make one of you a settler somewhere, didn't I? Thought I brought a settler home. I was pretty sure I equipped somebody as a settler. Maybe I didn't have the money for it. It failed. Possible. So the animal butcher is now going to switch because we now have over 100 and whatever. We're making 11. See, we were actually losing one in the breeding because we were below 100. It says in the Colonipedia that a stack of one boatload, one shipment, one storage unit, and that's dependent on the. This is affected by the speed of the game. So if you're at normal or epic or marathon speed, this number changes. How much is in a stack, but one full stack of geese or cows or whatever is required to get full breeding speed out of the unit. So this plus 11 means that if I pop this guy on here, we'll still maintain butchering geese. We'll still maintain a population of geese over 100, which will actually grow. We're getting plus 5, huh? We could almost... I wonder if this place will upgrade. In 49 turns, this breeding pen will increase. So we could upgrade this butcher's place. This is a butcher's house. Yeah, that's a butcher's house. So we could put the next tier of butchers in here, and he would be able to provide, assuming that the pig farmer, the pig breeder, which is not what we have here. This is the wrong person. This guy's going to do horses. But presuming we have a breeder, expert breeder in here for herds, forget what it is. The guy that does sheep and goats and pigs. That presumably we could have the two of them in here at the next tier and keep up with the feed stock and still be producing a lot of down and a lot of other stuff. So this place now, what does it take to make the coats, upgraded coats? That's a tailor shop, I believe, isn't it? Let's look at these. The lined leather coat. We need to find out what that is. And then we're near time to wrap up, but let's look at a lined leather coat. Lined leather coats. This requires manufactured from cowhides. To do this, colonist needs to have the leather clothier, but it also requires something else, does it not? I thought it also required down. Master leather worker does double production. I think it does. Pretty sure this is inaccurate. I thought so anyways. Leather workers, right? Let's make not a tanner. This is the guy that takes the cattle and turns the cow hide after it's butchered. Gets butchered here, the cow gets butchered here or whatever. Cow and the pig gets butchered here. And then the tanner turns that into these products. This one and this one. But the cowhide could also be converted into coats, and I don't think that's directly as it said in the thing. I think not the weaver. We need a clothier? Some sort? Way stations are really good. They increase all gun and tool production, including cannons. Also allows you to produce more happiness and culture, but it also is required to make the carriage, which is a super fast, basically a galleon on land. And it's faster than the galleon on land. Oh, there we go. The leather worker's house. So that's not the tanner, that's a leather worker house. And yeah, it says cowhide, and here it says cowhide and down. The boots are lined with wool, however. Okay. All right, so that takes goat skin. So I would think probably having a goat skin becomes what? Oh, hold on. Goat skin does turn into the goat skin boots, but it takes some wool with it. So it needs wool and goat skin to produce the boots, which aren't a great... Oh no, actually they're not bad, because the wool and the goat skin are both low value. So is the pig skin, and so the... I really did a good job of this, especially with the domestic prices being so good. All right, we get a production bonus from our down... Our Chippendale. That's his name, okay. Yeah. Wow. That's really, they've really done a fun job of this. I feel like this whole balancing this stuff is actually quite entertaining. It can be overwhelming, granted, but it's entertaining as well. I don't think we don't have any lumber for him to work on, so what could this guy do that's useful? Because he's sitting around doing nothing, quite literally nothing. Well, you could help clean out some of the oil. You're not going to add much to it, but you'll do something. Or you can make more tools. We have some surplus iron, so let's help him make some more tools. We can make blades, but no, I think we'll make tools, because tools are converted into guns. You make tools and then you make them into guns, so it's a two-tier step instead of going straight from the ore. But the swords are made here. We need a gun. Is it a? I think it's a blacksmith that makes the swords and the tools, and then a gunsmith that makes the guns and cannons. So, oh, they changed how you make guns. Yeah, I know you need powder, don't you? But maybe not. Let's look at guns. Guns, 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 guns. I like guns. Guns can be produced putting colonists to work as a gunsmith in the armory or any of its upgrades. Guns require tools as raw material, and gun production will cease once the colony runs out of tools. The output of guns can be doubled by a master gunsmith. It can be hired in Europe. The guns are essential for building military forces because all strong military professions require available to the colonists need them. They are expensive to produce in Europe, but the natives will pay a higher price for it. However, once the natives have them in their hands, their hands on the guns, their raids can become significantly more destructive and can be so be careful with them. Yep, guns, cannons, and blades. So it doesn't seem like that changed. Doesn't seem like that changed. Seems like the same rules apply for guns. Let's see if cannon is different. Now, they did change the cannon. The artillery guys, if that's what you mean. Is cannon the name of it? Cannon. Maybe they're artillery. What's the name of the guns? Like there's gunpowder. That's used as a resource now for the powder mixers that we were just talking about. That we did charcoal and powder maker. They're used as an ingredient for almost all the military. Oh, coal and iron. Yes, you're right. It should say coal and iron. That is 100% accurate. So in the armory here, yes, yeah, it shows up here. Again, that's one of the things that hasn't changed in the Colonipedia. Yeah, you're right. That's I 100%. I was wrong. You're dead right on that. The armory and its later components need iron and coal to produce guns. Yes, correct. So it is not guns. It is not tools anymore that are consumed. Okay, that's good to know. So it's okay in a sense. Like if we're up here, we don't need a massive smithy with like 3 master smiths working anymore to provide our guns with their supply. What we need is more mining, producing more ore. So this guy's only using up his portion of ore, and the rest goes with coal towards the armory. That makes more sense. I'm glad they changed that. That is a more realistic system. You don't turn tools into guns unless it's, plows to swords sort of scenario. So good reminder. Good reminder. Thank you. Our medic can get to work medicing these people, make them all nice and healthy. Oh, he's at a +10 happiness or health rating there, so he's literally overkill on this job. He can go preach for a while. Go be a preacher. Better for the system. It does more for us at this stage. Merchantmen can wait a while. I wish we had some more buccaneers. Maybe we should steal some snag some buccaneers and go hop them onto the shores. That would be excellent. We could be the Barbary pirates and knock off the Dutch pirate. Oh, I love that idea. You. Buccaneer, please. Yes. This is excellent. I love this idea. Head to Manila. I just thought of that when I saw the pan by and saw this hardy pioneer just standing here We have that ship that comes by, it can drop off the unit and immediately attack. And as long as it doesn't get killed immediately that turn, he gets out. If it does, we lose 1,200 bucks. But he also loses a pioneer. No, he wouldn't lose the pioneer. I think actually if we attack it, we can send him off. That would be amusing. We could even put him on a privateer where they can both leave immediately. That would be so good. Just snipe them off the coast. I love this idea. It might not work, but it's totally worth trying. We'll take cocoa and grapes. Actually, I don't know how much rubber and grapes wouldn't fill up. Let's take the cocoa off there for now. Oh, she won't buy. Oh, we have like no money. Weird. That is a very weird state to be in. Having no money. An entertainer here. Or is that... Actually, that's the other name for them, isn't it? The other ones are named entertainers. Yeah, there's entertainment and prostitute. Yeah. And the renowned medic. We are at a negative... At this point, we're at a negative health. So we're only getting a 9% bonus to health right now. So when this guy pops in, it'll go to a +5. So we've got a long ways to go there on maintaining that. Do we not have a stone duty? Oh, right. The elder statesman is doing the stonework. Yeah, he could probably head off. You can head out of Dodge, buddy. Right, you're going to make the stone. So we now have 8 stone produced here. 8 to 10 stone in each town. That is plenty good. Where are we making the cattle bred? Wasn't I going to breed the cattle over here? In Manila? I think we're going to breed the cattle up here, right? And that is a rancher's job. So, we can sail this over there. We have one trainee can go in here. That's good. The fruit picker can come out of town. Indentured servant. I don't know that we can make a... What, can you make yourself into a settler? No, eh? You don't have the supplies for it? What are you missing? Got the horses. Oh, we're missing tools here, actually. Strangely enough. Why don't you hop on board? And we'll run this guy over here. Eventually settle that spot. We'll sail you back to the capital. And when you get there, you can hopefully grab a set of settler tools and head up north to squish. Yeah, you can squish in here to Control Alt Delete. Or we'll name the town Altifor. Alright, this guy has now finished. Good. Or did you? Did you finish it? Pigs. Pigs. Breed some pigs. No, you didn't finish. Dang it. Thought you finished the job. He's still 3 turns away. Oh my goodness. Give him some help. He's terrible at this. Okay, you are going to be making a sawmill up here as well. That's fine. That is what we want? Yes, it is. Sawmill, please. Alright, that's good there. And I think we're going to have to cut it here for today. We are now slightly above half of the Dutch size. We've not gained anything over the others Europeans in this stage, in this playthrough, or this entire stream. We did not catch up at all. That feels brutal. I felt like we did a good job, but I guess when we expand in these 2 towns, that'll help. And a 3rd town over here, that will help definitely with the power projection. Also, if we can start doing things like coastal pirate sniping, that will help. What? What's the LOL for? Is it the pirate sniping thing? Because I hope so. If we can coastal Barbary pirate the crap out of the Dutch here, that'll make me very happy. And the pirating needs to continue. Where's our pirate ships? Oh, they're still recovering. Yeah, we're gonna split these guys up. So we actually need another pirate frigate. I was gonna go 3 and 1, so 3 pirate frigates and a privateer, and have them as 2 separate fleets. We'll basically patrol this area and try to be able to snipe anybody that travels the up and down here. We'll just kind of work our way back and forth. Whoever gets hurt, he moves out of the way and comes back, and then we'll try to keep one group actively hitting targets. The Dutch doubling your score? Yeah, it's rough. It's pretty rough. Light artillery. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not keeping up. Did that settlement have 58? Probably. 18 there and 58. Yep, 58 New Amsterdam. They can grow better now that they've got the ability to put out the tier 3. When they fully upgrade, the tier 3 buildings here produce a lot. Like right now we have the city capital. There's a government palace that goes in, and then I think there's one more tier up from that. But then there's also, this is only the second tier building for the entertainers and prostitutes. They can go up a higher level. There's the theater. I think that's the replacement. That's the replacement for the saloon. Goes to a theater. And then there's another, I think there might be another tier on top of that. But either way, it allows you to have up to 4 people helping with the happiness. And the culture is not that important. Realistically, it doesn't matter. I would never put an entertainer in here because it's all about keeping the happiness positive. And you could have 4 of them going in here as experts, producing, I would say, probably 40 or 50 happiness, all told, when it's fully upgraded, right? So, and then government palace goes in right now, and then I don't know that there's a next tier. No, that's the top tier of it, right? And then we could do, there's other things you can do as well that boost culture. I don't know that there's any others that do happiness boosting directly, but still, I mean, the happiness, well, even the hospitals increase happiness. The granaries increase happiness. The way station. So you can really shore up the happiness factor and get some crazy big numbers in the city. I've got 38 already, and I've got really low tier stuff right now. This is a mid-game city. And it's still definitely not capped out with its capacity. Even the exterior, even the urban stuff hasn't hit its stride yet. Right, like these are still 15 turns from this trapper's camp, for instance, to be upgraded. Their trapper's hut to be upgraded. Another 15 turns. This one's not even got his sawmill in. Although the sawmill doesn't upgrade. It takes 50% longer to make the sawmill over the lodge, but the lodge then has to spend 50 turns of use to get caught up to the sawmill. So if you got your pioneers doing it, it's faster to use the sawmills. And they're not right next to each other. Anyways, we're going to cut it there. It's after midnight now, my time. So I'm going to put in a cut there. I got another busy day ahead tomorrow. Expect to see some Medieval Dynasty. If you haven't checked the series out, guys, I would love to hear your feedback on it. It's a first-person city builder. A very weird sort of a game. It's got a beautiful feel to it. Very enjoyable to play. And you do everything from going and hunting an animal to cutting down trees yourself, and then hire entire towns worth of 15, 20, 30 members to your town, and they actually can become lumberjacks and farmers and all that sort of stuff, and have your animal husbandry going and all those deals, and a bunch of trade and missions and quests. And it's a weird sort of a game, but that one is coming back to the channel. Finally, I got started today. I recorded episode 25, which should be out, knock on wood, possibly come out tomorrow or Wednesday. So excited for that one as well. And there's still more content on this game on the 3.0 version. And I don't know if I don't think I'm going to cut that one short. It still has a fun feel to it. I don't think we'll cut it short to switch to the 4.0. They're not compatible, so we can't swap it to the new stuff and just add things in. You have to restart the world. But I've got another 4 or 5 episodes coming out of that, of Colonization. The We the People 3.0. That series has at least 4 more episodes, I would think, before I have to decide whether or not I'm going to continue that one or restart or move on to something else. And of course, Dwarf Fortress still coming out every third day as well. So I think the Medieval Dynasty will switch to doing every 3 days, offset differently than the Dwarf Fortress. So there'll be kind of a on that sort of a scale. Maybe every third day we'll get one of each of them out, or on staggered or something. I don't know. And yeah, and this one we're still doing daily. Looking over at my calendar, yeah, we're still doing daily on this one. And I'd like to, hopefully, once the Medieval Dynasties got rolling again, I'm going to be bringing in another game as well. So I basically will have Dwarf Fortress and Medieval Dynasty running on like every third day sort of thing. And then every day I'd like to have a city builder going and a grand strategy game going. And right now the grand strategy we got is this one, and I don't really have a city builder, standard city builder. So we might revisit something that we've done before. We might revisit Farthest Frontier, because I never got far enough into that one to really get my teeth into that real good. That one's definitely one I want to see more of, do more of. Clan Folk has had some really nice updates. That one might be fun to get into as well. And then and then also, well, I think that's probably the two that I'm most likely to touch on right now. Clan Folk and Farthest Frontier. That's most likely where we'll go with the city builder for the time being. But there is a lot of other options. Like, I mean, Dwarf Fortress is kind of a city builder, but it's in a world of its own. Medieval Dynasty is like a first-person role-playing adventure game sort of thing. I don't know. It's a weird sort of a mix of games, but I definitely want to have more content coming out, and we're finally getting back. I'm finally getting back into being able to do that at a more decent rate. But for this game, we'll be back on. I assume we'll be back on Wednesday. I think when I peter out on this playthrough of this, we'll probably go back to a few days playing some more Colony Survival. That was a lot of fun to do in the multiplayer. A little stint of that we did. And I'd like to go back to doing more of that and continue our world there, where we invited people in to join that game from the live multiplayer. Sort of. It's like a bit of a pseudo co-op scenario, but anyways, that's where we're going to put the things, shut things down for the night. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Scout and Magnus and Conard, all of you, and James, who else was here tonight? Thanks, guys, for stopping in and chatting. Appreciate it. Let me know if any of you get your hands on any cool games that are of interest that I should check out to possibly try on the channel. I'd love to hear more feedback on that. And that's it for tonight. Have yourselves a great night. We'll see you in game.